It's a new football season. It's the TSSAA Division II Class A Football State Playoffs. Hi, everybody, from Trinity Christian Academy here on the campus of TCA at 10 Windy City Road. I'm Diamond Dave McCulley. Good to be back with you after missing last week. Had to MC a Hall of Fame banquet, and we're alongside the legend himself, Stan, the man, Gerard. Stan, good to be back with you. Jay is producing and directing right now. Coach P's on his way up here to do that for us, and it's new season. Everybody's 0-0 now.
Now, is there any truth to the rumor that you sent a message to Jay earlier in the week said, don't let him sing?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, especially that song you did. That was a really exciting play, though, Trucking.
Oh, yeah, Trucking.
Yeah, Trucking.
I can give you a replay of that.
I think I'll pass on that. I've seen it, though. You did a good job with it. Well, it's tonight, the Franklin Christian Academy team coming down from Middle Tennessee to take on our Lions. It's a 3-seed versus a 2-seed. On paper, the Lions are favored, but you don't play football games on paper, do you?
No, we don't. Actually, they're a 4-seed out of the
I'm sorry,
out of
4-seed,
the middle.
Yeah.
And a new opponent for TCA. We've never played Franklin Christian before. This is their first year in the TSSAA. Only their 7-man football.
You told me they played 8-man
Yeah, they were
football.
a power in 8-man football. Made the finals 3 of the last 4 years they competed. They've got some state titles playing a 8-man ball, but I play 8-man ball in college, and that's not 11-man football. But they have transitioned very well. In only their second year playing 11-man football. They're 6-4 this season, and they're the 4 seed out of the middle part of the state. And they played well this year at certain points during the season. They played very well and looked for a very competitive game. They had somebody there pushing for Mr. Football, running back at about 1,100 yards. The quarterback's got a good arm on him. He'll throw for a bunch here and there. And I look for a good competitive ball game between these two teams tonight here at, as you like to say, the Lions' Lair.
Yeah, he's thrown for over 700 yards this year.
He's actually thrown more than that, I thought.
1701 is what I have here in this
you
sheet
said
right
700
here.
yards.
No, 701.
Ah.
Yeah.
I must have misread that.
You misheard it.
Misheard it. Well, that's people have been saying you don't hear too good, do you? I go, no, ma'am.
Big win for the Lions last week.
Huge win for TCA. And by the way, Tipton Rosemark qualified for the playoffs. They lost 49-7 last night to Friendship Christian. Friendship Christian was the number 2 seed behind Nashville Christian. I'm here to tell you, folks, especially those of you from USJ that'll be watching tonight, Friendship Christian is the real deal.
Yeah, USJ has the bye week, of course, finishing number 1.
They have a bye week, and then they will play probably PCA in the quarters next week, and then a date with Friendship Christian following that, and that could be that's going to be a semifinal match, and that, not to put the hex on 'em or anything. But that could be their undoing because Friendship Christian is the real deal.
No doubt about it. We had a nice night last night out at West Jackson Baptist Church.
Oh.
And certainly we were honored. Stan and I were recognized, and we were given some playoff T-shirts. We really appreciate that. I love mine. I love that texture to it as well. And great food and great hospitality, great fellowship. And I thought, Eli, you did a great job introducing him, and then you introduced Coach Bowling later as well. But I thought Josh from West Jackson Baptist Church. I did not know until last night that an average Clydesdale train can pull 12,000 pounds.
And
if
two
you
of
put
them can
two,
pull about 20,000 pounds.
32,000.
32,000.
Yeah, because we thought the answer was 24 if you put to him, but it says that was his whole theme last night, and the theme of Eli too. Eli, 3-Dog as you call him, and we call him through the years. Hard to believe that he's been gone since 2016. Now, when he talked last night about that, I thought, boy, time has flown by.
Here in about 17 years, he'll have a football player here.
Oh, no doubt about it. But you look at some of the stats you read out on him were, profound. They were profound then, and they're even more profound now when you consider he's still right up there in the rankings in the top 5 in a lot of categories at TCA. And we've had some great players out here, both offensively and defensively. But it was a nice night. I really did appreciate the invitation from Coach Bowling. And the quarterback club, they've got to be the best quarterback club in the entire state.
We know how to eat pancakes.
Yeah, and we know how to eat Cajun last night.
Yes, we do. Instantly those.
I didn't see Coach P there.
Those records.
He skipped out on us.
Yeah.
He's recovering from his trips.
Well, he didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He didn't have to pay for it. He's like Heyman. If it's not free, it ain't me.
Well, I've told that story 1,000 times. We used to eat out, and I said, boy, this is good. And he said, Diamond, the best thing about this, it's free.
The free chips.
But it was a really nice night, and really do appreciate the invitation. And really, again, another reason of thousands and thousands, and I'm glad, and I know you are too, to be a member of the TCA family.
Well, one thing I wanted to point out on 3-Dog, he did not know this. Up until before last season started, he was still number 6 in the state
And
all
now,
time
and now he's
for
8,
receiving.
I think
And now he's
yeah. See, I
because
was listening to you last night.
who what?
I was listening to you last night.
Because you passed the test.
You did a great job last night, no doubt about it.
Braden passed him this year, and the gentleman from Jackson Christian passed him. Incidentally, Braden Waller didn't pass him until the last game of the year.
I remember you
at
said
Columbia
that last
Academy.
night. Yeah, it looks like the weather may hold the crowd down a little bit. And if you are on the way out here, or you haven't left your residence or your business yet, grab a couple of towels. You'll need them to get the
water off the seats.
the water off the seats a little bit. A lot of people have the padded seats, of course, and that helps. But
they're still wet.
They're still wet, so you want to do that. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. The countdown to kickoff will continue. Stan will give you some more games around the area tonight. Give you his weekly picks that he always does. He has an amazing record, by the way.
About 84%.
And you'll hear that's amazing. And you'll hear Coach Bowling. You'll hear his thoughts about this first round playoff game as well. This is TCA football. We'll be right back.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Well, my balcony buddy, Bradley Smith, is watching. He and the family. They'll probably be out here a little later maybe, but if not, just stay tuned with us. We have a lot of folks tuned in already. Becky Watson, and I think I can read Stan's phone, Donna Hill, Bradley Smith we mentioned, Jenna Coble. We also have Clarence Pettigrew and Gail Presley, our lovely buddies, watching tonight as well. Stan, you always have a great bit here in the pregame and the countdown to kickoff. We have about 18 minutes before we kick it off here in the first playoff game for the Lions this season. And you do a great job with your picks. You're 84%, so let's take a stab at it again tonight and see if we can keep that percentage high.
137 and 27.
Oh, that's amazing, man. You need to do some kind of podcast with that and
make money.
Yeah.
But it's illegal to gamble in high
well,
school.
I'm not saying gamble. I mean, just get people to sponsor your show.
Are you going to be the first in line?
No.
How about a Blue versus Red sponsoring it?
I'm on a strict budget these days. You know what I'm talking about.
Some people took a cut.
Yeah. Yesterday was not.
You were comping the federal budget cuts.
Yesterday wasn't a good day for Diamond Dave. Let me put it that way.
That's what the people at Landwith at Bethel were doing.
I'll tell Coach P about that off here. But I'm okay though. Someone just sent me a message. One of my lovely friends, and said, "Are you okay?" I said, "I'm fine. I'm okay." You got to watch what you put on Facebook these days.
I'm keeping all weapons away from them. Anyway, playoff pick'em round 1. Tipton Rosemark at Friendship Christian. I did this before. Friendship Christian played Tipton Rosemark, but Friendship Christian won that game handily, 49-7. Providence Academy is at DCA. You'll take DCA in that game. Concord Christian is at Jackson Christian just down the road. You'll take them in that game. Franklin Christians at TCA, you better be betting on the TCA Lions in that ballgame. And Chattanooga Grace, they will play at Middle Tennessee Christian, and the winner of that game will play the winner of this game next week. In Division I Class A, at South Fulton. You look for South Fulton to win that ball game. Greenfield makes the trip to Oak Haven, that place where we've been before. It's going to be Greenfield with the win on the road. That's going to be a tough place, though. Greenfield's going to get the dub. Humboldt will go on the road to Memphis and play Middle College. I'm going to go with Humboldt in that game. MBA at Huntington. I did change this. I had MBA picked as my upset special, but you heard what happened to the coach of MBA.
No, I did not.
He was arrested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Well, I hate to hear that.
he
Pray for his family.
he's had a few troubles. He will not be in Huntington
I
tonight.
told Derek Hubble today, he's a diehard. He's a McKenzie guy, but he's one of my assistants in the SID department at Bethel. And I said, you guys got NBA tonight? He said, yeah. I said, you better watch them now. They're tough. But
Oh, yeah.
but Huntington, it would be hard to pick against Huntington at home against hardly anyone.
That would have been my upset special. Was going to be my upset
They're
special.
a talented team, but
Oh, yeah.
Huntington is really loaded too.
Peabody is at Mitchell. I'm going to go with Peabody. So that makes 3 West Tennessee teams going into the Lions den in Memphis, and I'm having them all 3 coming out the winners. in that ball
I
game.
think of all the Memphis trips you and I made. I still remember the most vivid trip is remember we couldn't see out of the press box.
Okay, and that's where
And I had to stand in the door to see it, and we asked the PA
that's where
guys.
Greenfield's at.
Yeah, we asked PA guy. I said, "What's the burn spot out there by the midfield?" He said, "They stole the opposing quarterback's car and they burned it in homecoming this year." True story.
JCM is at Fairleigh. I think JCM season against tonight. The Fairleigh Bulldogs, they're a real deal too.
Think so, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. In Division I Class 3A, Wooddale is at Covington. Bye-bye, Wooddale. Hamilton beat Westview last night in a game that was moved after I printed this off.
You mean Westview beat
Or
Hamilton?
Westview beat destroyed.
Let's get that right. Yeah.
In Division I Class 4A, Lakeland Prep travels to Dyer County. The Slayers of USJ earlier in the year. It's going to be Dyer County winning that ball game. Millington travels to South Gibson just up the highway. It's going to be South Gibson in that ball game. Crockett County is at Kirby. Crockett County wins. Lexington is at Haywood. Haywood wins. Dyersburg is at Bolton. Dyersburg wins. And Bolivar is at Melrose. Melrose wins. So a lot of West Tennessee teams, Dave, going to Memphis. I only have 2 of the Memphis teams coming out with dubs in that ball game. In Class 5A, Munford, who got beat last week, hosts Kenwood, and Kenwood's going to feel the wrath of Munford in that ballgame, and Overton will travel to Paris to take on Henry County. As again, last week or for the season, I'm 137-27. 83.5%. Hope to improve on that because last week was a little bit tough for them. I think I lost 5 games last week.
Absolutely did a
tough,
great job.
tough.
We're going to take a short break, just a minute break, and when we come back, we have about 14 minutes before we kick it off. Do want to say hello to Lois Ann Franklin, Joanne Curlin, Becky Watson we mentioned earlier. Meanwhile, Hannah Nicole McEwen, and we have Dawn Morgan Bowling watching tonight as well. I met Dawn last night. First time I'd met the lovely First Lady of TCA football. And I will say that we do have a rare specialty tonight. We have the former Buster the Bulldog at Union University is tuned in tonight, Bubba Hosinger. Let's take a break, a 1-minute break. When we come back, calm down. We're going to get to it. You're in good hands with Coach P and I. We'll take a minute break, come back. Stay and talk to Coach Bowling right after this.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
I'm speaking with the head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling. Coach, The regular season is over, and we enter the playoffs. But before we do that, talk about that, I got to talk to you about what many people are calling the play of the year from last week's game, Big Kendall Boyle.
Hey, that was exciting. It was something. Kendall has he's asked me every single game to let him run the football. Just give me one run, coach. Just give me one chance, And I said, Kendall, you'll get hurt, because, they're just going to hit him in the knees, if he runs. It's what if I put him in the backfield and hand him the ball, they're going to chop him down because they're not going to try to tackle him. And so I've said, I don't know, Kendall. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, And so to have that opportunity Friday night when the ball just hits him right there. The week before, he almost got a screen. He jumped up and batted down a screen pass, and he was kicking himself for not picking it and trying to go the other way with it. Well, this time he got it. It actually hit him right in the hands, and just seeing him scamper down the field was, did my heart some good. He's a great kid and a great football player.
Well, and one of the things that I noticed, you could see on the sideline, the kids on the sideline, their heads going up and down as they're jumping up and down, just totally thrilled for them. Oh, and by the way, that's the longest punt return of the year.
Yeah, I know. He's the punt returner of the year for TCA.
That's 26 yards. That's the longest return of the year.
Yeah. Like I said, I was afraid we was going to get a penalty for sideline, they were so excited for him. They were getting on the field, jumping up and down and everything else. So sideline warning, but we didn't get it. I think the referee was excited for him too. So
I do know that when I edited that tape, I did send your wife a copy of it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Just have a copy of it so you can enjoy it again and again.
That's right. I can keep rewatching it. Yeah.
And ignore the singing on the replay.
You know what? I did hear that. She did show me that. Maybe Sunday she showed that to me. So, you were on tune though.
I tried.
Yeah.
Coach, big game. Obviously, we're in the first round of the playoffs. Franklin Christian, a new opponent. We've never played them. Their first year in the TSSAA, only their second year playing 11-man football. But it's a team that's got a history of winning 8-man championships, and I think there are a few players from it, so that they've got some kids that know how to win.
Yeah, a lot of people think, when you hear of a team, okay, this is their first year playing in the TSSAA, and they've been playing 8-man football and this and that. One thing that I've always said is, let me open up a new school and start out with a freshman schedule with nothing but ninth graders, and then those ninth graders become sophomores, and you have a JV schedule, and then they juniors, and you play JV for a couple of years, and then you go into when your first senior class comes along, you've coached them guys all the way through, and had that really intimate time with them, so that's they got a good team, and they play well together, and they tell they're well coached.
A running back who's got 1,100 plus yards, close to 1,200 yards, a quarterback that's thrown for over 1,000, and it looks like the quarterback spreads the love around to his receivers as well.
Yeah, they do, and they do a good job. What they do on offense. They run some zone and powers and counters, but they also have a few little wrinkles in there with some reverses and reverse passes and stuff like that, screens. And he does. He distributes the ball well to different people on the field, and lets you know that they're all equally talented, and it's not just one guy that they're trying to get the ball to.
Defensively, what will they bring to the table?
We're expecting a 4-2-5 defense. Defensive linemen are aggressive. They come off the ball really well. Linebackers come. They blitz a good bit. They'll man coverage in the secondary some, and also just do some cover 3 action in the secondary as well, mix it up some. But I'd say defensively they're pretty aggressive.
Well, because you look at they're coming out of the middle region, and you've got your DCAs and you've got your Friendship Christians and Nashville Christians. So they've been battle tested against. They've faced some of the best teams in the state already this year.
Yeah, they do. When you come out of the middle, you're going to see good football throughout your schedule. That's for sure. I feel like we've seen some really good football here as well. And so, again, I think our schedule prepared us for where we are right now, and we just need to try to continue that.
And as the viewers watch and listen to this interview, we're doing it on Wednesday this week, and Coach, looking at the long-range forecast, Friday's looking a little bit iffy.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. You know, we're going to play here, we're going to play at home, and you know, we hope that the rain doesn't come. You know, not a storm anyway.
About 10 o'clock tonight would be 10 o'clock that night would be great.
Yeah, if it just wait till the game's over, that'd be great. I know there are a few games that are scheduled for Thursday, and so, but we're holding on to Friday right now. So, you know, hopefully it'll all pan out for us.
I mean, if it does, Kendall's going to be up there going Buffalo package. I'm ready, Coach.
Yeah, you know, the rain is never. You know, the field is what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
More than I am the ball. The ball is we can do things for the ball, help the ball. We can keep dry ball on it and keep towels on them and keep those kind of things going. Guys are going to get wet. That's no big deal. But I just don't want it to be a sloppy field condition.
Coach, keys to victory against Franklin Christian.
Again, I think just continuing to improve on what we're doing and stay clean on both sides of the football. No penalties, anything like that, and no turnovers. And again, on defense, the way we've been playing the past few weeks, just don't give up the big plays.
That's the head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling. You're watching the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show, and we're back after this.
We're back at Trinity Christian. Playoff action tonight. The Lions taking on Franklin Christian. Stan Gerard, captains meet at midfield, and the coin toss about to take place here.
Yeah, it is.
I'll do those captains. I'm sorry I sent
Yeah,
that over there to you and I wasn't watching. I apologize. Hammer and Hank Miller is one of them. Big Kendall Ball is the other. Meanwhile, Gabe Lee. And the other one is Owen Atwood, the quarterback. We did not spot the numbers coming out for Franklin Christian. I apologize for that. We'll get those for you.
16's one of them.
And the other one of the others is Hudson Follis, Grayson Bell. And we'll get the other numbers. They wear the white uniforms tonight with the darker helmets and the black pants. TCA in all black tonight.
Yeah, the little guy in front, Gabe Lee, is 24. That's their running back. That's very good.
That's Everett Wadry. So we get you ready for football tonight. Stan, we heard from Coach Bowling. We've talked about it this week. We talked a lot about it last night at the quarterback club function, the banquet out at West Jackson Baptist. We appreciate that. What are your keys tonight for the Lions? I'm sure you'll probably echo a lot of the things that Coach Bowling just told us.
Well, get out to an early start definitely is going to be, the key. I think it's always key in the playoffs. You establish yourselves early, win the coin toss, and score on your first drive of the ball game. And the officials are getting ready to toss it up, and we'll be finding out what's going to be happening here pretty quickly here. Well, TCA is going to defend the scoreboard end, and it looks like the Falcons have won the toss and they have declined, and that's a bit interesting. TCA will have the ball to start this ball game. They will be defending the north goal, Dave, the north goal.
I got you, buddy.
And it's going to be Franklin Grace. I keep wanting to say Grace Franklin. That's a different team. Franklin Christian will be defending the south end zone, and we are just about ready for football action right here in West Tennessee, Dave.
Yeah, and we mentioned the old cliche thing to say everyone's 0-0. Of course, Tipton Rose Mark, hate to see them bow out last night. Let's do this. Let's take a 2-minute break here in just a minute. Scott Gaylor, by the way, is doing the PA tonight. Clint Reed has the evening off. Phil's still in great shape. And before we take that break, it was interesting to hear Coach Bowling talk about he was worried about the field more than anything else. Let's take that 2-minute break. We'll come back. Kickoff is coming up next. This is TCA Football.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Diamond Day College, Stan Gerard with you tonight. Teams are on the field. TCA, the Lions down to our right. They'll come out in the tunnel there with big Trinity Christian. Not a big crowd here, to be honest with you. I think the weather has impeded the desire for some folks. We do have people like Donna Hill, though. Donna says, I'm at the game and I'm watching the stream also.
That's
Joanne
what you
Curley,
should
we
be
mentioned.
doing.
Absolutely. And, we mentioned Hannah Nicole McEwen. You know who that is. That's the sister of one of my favorites of all time, the Golden Girl.
The Golden Girl.
Yeah, Haley Golden Orange now.
Yep.
But we appreciate everyone that's tuned in and watching tonight.
Yeah,
Lydia Smith is tuned in tonight. Everyone's saying go Lions. We may even have Rodney Baumgartner somewhere down in Shelby County watching later
the
tonight.
Stan Gerard personal chief of security.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was at Scotts Hill. Was that? No, that was at Adamsville.
That was at
Yeah, that was
Adamsville.
Adamsville. You needed
They
security at Adamsville.
built me my own press box.
You
that
needed
night.
security at Adamsville. I worried about you that night. I was gone with. Was I at Lambeth then or was I already at Bethel? I was at Bethel by that time. Here come the Lions. You see them come out of the tunnel and carrying the flag tonight. Old Glory is hammering Hank Miller.
Hammer and Hank Miller always leads this team out on the field, and we like that. That's what leaders do, is lead the team out on the field. And we've got the little Lions, some kids that we're going to see
At
at
halftime,
halftime.
yeah.
And you're going to handle some play-by-play duty at the half.
I've done a lot of play-by-play, but it'll be my first Little League play-by-play. But I'm looking PBP, but I'm looking forward to it. You see them on the screen there, right in the lower part of your screen there. The Falcons and the Lions getting ready to do battle here. And certainly, Stan, always fun. And it just takes on a different atmosphere, a different flavor. Even the first round, second round, and it gets more intense as the rounds continue. Because so much is on the line. Because you win, you play next week. If you don't, you don't
Blow
play.
up the basketballs.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But
Which that starts November 16th. Jay's still got to get a schedule, a broadcast schedule yet, but first game is November the 16th.
and I don't care how many times and how many years you and I've done this. It's always that special first playoff night, isn't
Yep. Well, TCA, they are wearing the purple uniforms, black breeches with the black helmet, and it's the friends from FCA wearing the white uniforms with dark pants and dark helmets.
Yeah.
It looks like they're wearing the TCA visiting uniform style almost.
Sure does. You don't see it on your screen, but the scoreboard playing the video last night.
Yeah.
The quarterback club. Let's mention the quarterback club. They provided the food. They do so many great things. The kicker will be to kick this thing off. Watson Chapin.
Yep, Mr. Chapin, Harry's great-great-great-grandson. And here we are. Both teams are ready to go. This game is about underway. And with the call of the game, the two-time Hall of Famer, he's Diamond Dave McCulley.
Thank you very much, Dan. A short kick, fielded at about the 35-yard line and up over the 40. Good field position for the Lions to open this thing up.
Oh,
and short kick. They stayed away from the deep threats.
You know what? I
And
wonder,
Helton's the guy that got it and brought it back. His mom, Melissa, right down to my right below us here.
one of these days we're going to sneak up Gabe or Atwood up into that second level and see if we can sneak and trick a team once.
42-yard line, great field position to open up this thing for the Lions of TCA coming in tonight. Winners of 7 straight games, 8-2. Hammer and Hank will be in the pistol behind Owen Atwood, who's had a fantastic year. You talk about a year of years. This kid has put numbers up that's staggering, both offensively on the offensive side, rushing and passing. Man in motion coming this way. They'll pitch it to him, and coming this way is Harden. Harden to the 45. Harden to the midfield. Harden to the 45, 40. He's
gone.
Go. He's at the 30, 35. Or 35 to the 30, down to the 25 to the 20, and all the way down to the 16-yard line, Stan Gerard.
15, 25, 35, 45, it's 35, plus 8, 40, 43 yards.
Your math is contagious. That only took 19 seconds, and the Lions are knocking on the door already. They brought Harden in motion. You saw it on your screen, and he had got a couple of good blocks as well.
Incidentally, that was my number when I was driving race cars, the King Richards number.
That's right. Helton's here to the near side. They put in motion Reed Williamson. We'll talk about Reed here in a minute. Reed's got that football. Reed goes to far right side right. They corner him, though, and they're going to pin him back for a loss of 4 back at the 20. Well, there'll be other nights or other plays that Reed will show up and show out. And we want to say hello to his grandparents tonight, Bill and Carol Williamson. Also, we have Jerry and June Ballou watching tonight as well. We appreciate the folks coming up and telling us that. Reed's dad.
Go ahead.
Well, loss of only 3. It's back at about the 19, 2nd and 13. They smelled that one out, didn't they, Stan?
Well, they did a great job. Franklin Christian did in extending that play. I think I'm just going to call them FCA.
Yeah, they are the Falcons. We'll call them the Falcons sometimes as well. And the pistol again is Miller. They throw it out here in the flats, caught by Williamson. Williamson, good tackle. He gets positive yards back to about the line of scrimmage a moment ago, the 16, but that was great play. And the guy that led that charge that impeded his progress was Hudson Follis for FCA.
He'll get 2 yards on that reception, but bring up, third and 10, 3rd and 9.
We're at the 10-20 mark. We're underway here in this first playoff game of the year for the Lions, and hopefully not the last, certainly. Atwood, looks like he might be checking off a little bit. He's barking over there at the slot. That's Harden in the slot. They have Helton here to the near side. Williamson's in the slot here near, as you see on your screen there.
Harden forgot which way the stick, well, he was ball cap or stick.
Atwood's going to run the option. They corner him. Now he's going to spin out of there, and he's going to move down to about the 10.
Oh!
And he breaks that tackle. He breaks another tackle. He's inside. He's got a first down, folks. I think down to about the 9-yard line. Stan, watch his replay.
Yeah.
Watch how nifty he is here.
It's wondering how his knee did not hit the ground, but it didn't.
It hit actually number 52's jersey right in the back.
And he gets the first down, picks up 10 yards in the play.
That's just desire and will right there, folks.
You got that right.
First and goal at the 9. PCA took it at their own 42 after the short kickoff, and they moved it around the field and knocking on the door here.
Hank's going to let me have the ball this time.
It might be Hank Miller time. He's in that pistol again. Nope. It's Atwood fakes. Now he's going to fake the throw. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to move his way here to about the 5. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 2-yard line.
Did he not reach?
I don't think he got in. I don't think he got in about the 1 or 2 yard lines where they're going to mark it.
Okay,
Came very close.
So he's going to be down by a 6-yard pickup there. I thought he got in there.
Stan, you know, his ability to run and throw both, and this entire team, they're hard to defend because they've got a lot of weapons, and he's one of the big ones.
Yeah, he did a great job stretching out on that play. Remember, all has to go for a score is the tip of that football breaking the plane of the goal line, and it's give him 6. You remember that, don't you?
I sure do. It was a nice show that we did there for a while.
Who was your favorite guest?
Well, you were. You were one of my favorite guests, yeah.
There you go.
Second and goal at the 1. Miller plunges his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCA. They lead the game 6-0 at the 9:25 mark. 58-yard drive, Stan.
Well, 1-yard run and a touchdown for Hammer and Hank Miller. And just like I said, what we need to do, get off early and get on the board, and we do just that.
Miller, the 1-yard run, capping off the 58-yard drive, comes at the 9:25 mark. And just like that, it's 6-0. And Carlson in to attempt the PAT. He's been pretty well automatic all year. I knock on wood when I say that.
Concord Christian leads Jackson Christian 3-0, 8:50.
Snap is forthcoming. It's back. Good hole there by Atwood. He tucked it to the turf on this wet turf, and Carlson knocks it in. It's 7-0. A quick 30 back after this. TCA breaks out with the opening drive, 58-yarder, and they lead the game 7-0 back after this.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Take it off. Oh, we're back. Tell you what, Jackson Christian was down 3-0. They just had a 66-yard touchdown called back.
Oh, my goodness. The tough break there. Well, the Lions lead the game 7-0. An impressive 58-yard drive after a short kickoff. And to kick it out of there will be Gabe Lee. Lee, about middle of the year, started doing the kickoffs.
Yeah, he's just got a little extra oomph in that leg. Not as
Sure
high a
does.
kicker, but he's got a little extra distance in it.
Here's the kick by Lee. That's a line drive sort of kick. And going to be gathered in about the 5-yard line. And bringing it out of there will be Everett Wandry. And he is hit hard at about the 18-yard line.
Well, you remember how hard we hit 22 from Rosemark last week. We didn't let him breathe after that one run he had, and we started out this game letting their top running back know that we come to play.
Good friend of mine that works over at Union, been there a long time, although he's still a young whippersnapper. Josh Simmons is tuned in. Hello, Josh. Bill Stewart. I had my home painted years ago, and it was by Stuart Little. Remember the mouse and the cat was on the truck? Well, that was Bill Stewart. Hello, Bill.
I was a Bugs Bunny man.
And it will be in the pistol. Toms will have his running back right there, Wandery behind him. Lions.
All of them about 5'6", maybe.
Lions have everyone up near the line of scrimmage except about 2. And here's a tackle in the backfield. What a play there defensively. And watch the replay on this, folks.
And that hit. I mean, he didn't even get up ahead of steam.
Everyone in the box stand. Look at that.
TCA
There's the penetration. Oh, my
53
goodness.
makes the initial contact.
That is Sam Davis, baby.
Sam the Bam Davis with the tackle
And
there.
he was certainly Sam the Bam there. And actually, he picked up about a half a yard to a yard.
Actually, that was a nice German suplex there.
Sure was.
I think they gave him forward progress.
I think they did too, but it didn't look like he ever got out of the backfield to me, but we'll take the play. Triples here to the near side. Toms. Play fakes, drops back, pressure on him, rolls to his left, throws, and a manager caught or dropped the ball on the sideline over there.
Manager didn't catch the ball.
Manager dropped it. He dropped it.
Tell you what, the quarterback there was feeling the heat all the way around him, and he was just trying to get rid of it. Bam, he almost got hit and threw the ball away, and you don't want to put the manager in the game to catch passes.
Sure don't. You look at these quarterbacks tonight. Atwood's thrown for 1,407 and run a lot too. Tom's 1,701, but the Lions had that defended well.
Yeah.
8:31. Going to be 3rd down and 9. Lions can come up with a big stop and get great field position again. They already have a 58-yard drive for the TD to open up the game. Tom's in that gun. You watch him drop back.
Pressure.
Throws it, and it is incomplete and almost intercepted.
And that
Great
was
read.
Williamson on the defense there.
Look at this read, Stan. Great read.
Again, great pressure by TCA. A little bit of a different throwing motion there. Both went high, overthrown, but just couldn't hang on to it.
Taylor Ann Johnson, we just saw your message, and that score now is updated on the scoreboard or on your screen. Taylor Ann, a former assistant of mine at Lambuth University, one of my favorite people. She and Josh Pendergrass were my first 2 student assistants over there, Stan, just a couple of years ago. High
Pendergrass.
snap, and it's blocked.
Oh, where's
That
the big
punt
man
is
at?
blocked, and it's going to skitter out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
A punt gets blocked. I wonder where Kendall Boyle's at.
Is that Joe Cole that blocked that? Yeah, Joe Cole.
Smoking Joe Cole. That's 2 weeks in a row we blocked punts.
And that thing never had a chance. It was a high snap, first of all, but Stan, I think he's scoring, a chance to put another one, tack another one on the board. Williamson here to the left. Helton here, number 8. You see him on your screen. A little bit out of your screen there. Second leading receiver on this team behind Gabe Lee. Speaking of Lee, they've got single coverage on him to the right, and the guy's not as tall as he. Let's see if the Lions recognize that and go with Gabe Lee. He's got 16 touchdown receptions on the year. In motion, Williamson. Looking at Woods, going to find a little crease. He's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Lions!
Wow. 1-yard touchdown run for Owen Atwood. He has 3 carries. He's got 17 yards and a score, and TCA now leads 13-0.
8:09 left. And just like that, Stan, that took a little over a minute after the block punt, and now it's 13-0.
Oh, by field goals are wild. Peabody leads Mitchell 3-0 with 7:05. And and they're playing on a turf field there too.
Here's Carlson's boot, and it is good. It's 14-0 Lions. We're back right after this with more TCA football. Danielle Davis says, way to go, Sam, on that big play a moment ago defensively. Taylor Ann, we mentioned her a minute ago, lovely buddy of ours. Melanie Wilburn, another lovely friend of ours. Handsome Larry Butler, and Elizabeth Taylor is watching tonight as well. I always enjoy Elizabeth. She watches. No, she's even more famous than the actress. Our own very Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. All right, Sam, what a start.
The real Elizabeth Taylor.
That's right. Here's Lee. Lee's kick. Boy, he got a boot in that one, but it's going to be fielded about the 7-yard line. 10-15, and not much more than that. And bringing the receiver Wadri back, or to the turf, I should say, a host of Lions here. Let's see who got the tackle, Stan. Nowhere to go here.
Yeah.
Great special teams coverage.
I mean, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
I mean, look at that. He's like a caged.
Oh, you had Jacob Joyce on there.
Yeah.
Who was that other one? Can't see the number.
He was caged back there and nowhere to go.
Oh.
A falcon that had nowhere to fly.
Oh, that's a good one.
14-0. Listen, tonight's a piece of cake for me after the last 2 days I've had.
It's the Atlanta Falcons at work. Remember when we had that big lead in the Super Bowl and choked it?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Complete and utter collapse of a football team.
8:03 left, 14-0 already. The ball is dropped by the quarterback, and falling on it is Toms back at about the
Let's see that play again.
13, 14-yard line.
Now, what's going to happen here? You're going to see the man go in motion. I think this was a mini. I think he was supposed to jet sweep that.
Yeah, he was going to hand it to him, and he already gone by him. Yeah.
And he'd already gone by. He ran his jet sweep too fast. He thought either the wing did not know he was supposed to catch the ball, or he handed it off too late. But oops.
A nightmare start for FCA. They're really down 14-0. Here's a handoff, and here's Wandry, and he breaks the tackle. But look at Hank Miller, nailed him. Miller got him at about the 15-yard line, and I mean just wrapped him up.
I mean, this is the epitome of how you get the job done.
Well, Stan, we've had some really good starts this year, and we've had some great games, and this is early. We're 7-11 and the clock running in the first. But TCA is like a team on, we talked last night about togetherness, and they are really together, and they got the whole package going right now.
I don't know how he got a yard out of that play.
Christian Gehring Lee is watching. Appreciate Kristen watching. We also have Rose Haynes. It's 14-0, and now Stan, it's third and still about 14 back at his own 15-yard line. Is Toms and company.
Yeah, right now, if you're a Falcon fan watching this ball game, the Falcons just right now just a little bit undermanned.
White and Bell here. Now they bring Bell back behind the line of scrimmage. They put Wandry in motion.
Spreading them out.
They're looking at him over there, but he nowhere to go. Tom's nowhere to go. Tom's really
pressure.
People all around him there, and he's going to throw incomplete. Did a great job getting that ball away. And almost completed the pass, but incomplete.
Now watch this. You're going to see it go away, though. But watch the hit he takes as soon as he releases the ball as Joe Cole unloads on there.
The D-line is absolutely right now playing like they're possessed with the desire to win. We talked last night about what you can do if you're together, and this bunch is really together. There's Andy Neely. Brother Andy had a birthday this past week. 14-0. If he looks up here, he'll look and say, wow, were you at church Sunday? And back to punt it from inside his own 5-yard line.
You were dealing with internal affairs.
Yeah, not family-wise, but work-wise. Now here's the punt, and that thing is a line drive. Lee's got it at about the 48. Comes left, now goes right. Let's see what he can conjure up here. He's still on his feet, and dashes inside the 35-yard line to about the 32. And Stan started at their own 42, started at the opponent's 5, and now they have it at the opponent FCA's 32-yard line.
Did a nifty job there running there. That one guy's picking up his athletic equipment after the play, but a nifty job of running by the G-man. I mean, it wasn't Kendall Boyle epic type stuff. It was a good solid return.
One of my favorite people in the world, Cheryl Emerson, is watching tonight. Thank you for your nice compliment, Cheryl. Cheryl's been with us for a long time. She's still a young whippersnapper. You and I are the ones older, but she is a faithful watcher every week. 6:06 left.
I got to stay around until Three Dogs Kid plays.
Yep, didn't he do a great job last night? What a great witness, and talked about his days, his senior year when TCA started 0-4, then came back and wound up having a tremendous year.
Well, I can tell you
Moved
this.
Goldsmith to the Wildcat, and everything was history after that, wasn't it?
The players better have heard his word and take heed.
I think they did. I watched the players. He had their full attention. Hammer and Hank. No, it's going to be Atwood keeping him. He fooled me that time, and Atwood
runs over a player.
He moves down to about the 24. We mentioned Atwood's ability to throw the ball. How about rushing, Stan? 900 or make it 794 yards coming in tonight. 8.8 per carry.
Yeah, he's got a legitimate chance to get over 1,000 for the year.
His progression, and his year has been, well, just short of phenomenal.
Yeah.
Second and about 4. Picked up 6.
Because I can't see the down markers through this window.
I'll help you here. Atwood in the pocket. Throws. Wants to go to Lee.
Wide open.
Incomplete. Overthrew him a little bit in the end zone. Lee was open, got behind his defender, but sometimes that happens. It's going to be third. I like the call, though, Stan. You're faced with a 2nd and 4. You go upstairs. It's probably 2 down territory anyway. Now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, Gabe just outran the football. That's all it comes down to.
We have Clarence Pettigrew. So I seen y'all last night, Clarence. We had a great time out there, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Cassandra Thomas says, go Joe, and he's doing just that. Andrea Robertson says, go Lions, go Sam. We had a great night last night. That was really wonderful.
I really needed last night for some other various reasons, but that was just a great fun night.
Atwood going to run out of there, and he's going to get the first down after it looked like they had him pinned back here at about the 25. He gets down. Stan, I'm not sure. That's really close. Had to get to near the 20. He's about a half a yard short. It's 4th and less than a yard.
Pick up a 3 on the play.
Yep. How did he get away from the initial pursuit there? He's pretty magical, folks.
He's slick.
Where that 0. 5:16 clock arrested as he went out of bounds. 14-0 Lions.
A player you would know. That player wore 00. Who was that?
Tony Delk.
No. Football player.
Oh, football player here?
No. Pros.
I'll have to think about that. Hand off Miller. Hammer and Hanks got the first down and more. He plunges his way to the 17-yard line.
Picks up, 3 on the play?
Yep. Brett Lewis.
It's from your favorite team, too.
Tommy Chapman. Well, that had to be the Raiders.
Yeah.
Wasn't Biletnikoff.
No.
Blender. George Blender. Oh, no, it was, he was an all-pro.
Yeah.
Boy, that was the glory days of the Raiders. Man, they're bad right now.
Did they win Sunday night?
I don't know. They had a tight game.
Yeah, it was 7-7 last time I looked.
14-0, 4:46. That's the first down by Hammer and Hank.
I was already working on game notes that night.
I was trying to probably get a little sleep. It's been a rare thing for me this week. Atwood out in the flat, the bubble screen. They have a blocker in front. Harden trying to spring that time. You'll see it on replay. Tried to run some interference as Lee caught the ball, and pretty good defense by Franklin Christian.
Yeah, they did a good job trailing that play. We had the block good. Yeah, he couldn't get to the outside.
Corner made a good play, didn't he?
Yeah. He tried to get to the outside. The guy that was being blocked there broke off a little bit, so he tried to cut it back inside, and they cleaned up from the inside.
Hope Pritchard's tuned in. They got the drones flying right in front of us. Man, you and I need a drone.
I need to shoot a drone.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
4:03 left here. Now they're under 4 minutes. Second down, a pickup of almost 5. Let's call it second and a long 5. They give it to Miller. Miller has running room. Miller
Look at that.
plowing his way, literally keeping his legs churning, and he's close to the first down.
Pickup of about 7.
Well,
That play for Hammer and Hank.
they've got the marker, and they got the second down thing there. That's a first down, yeah. They just didn't change the 2 to the 1. Yep. It's going to be first and goal.
Oh, did you hear about what happened in Illinois last week?
No, I missed it.
Fairfield, another team, beginning of the P, I forget who, they got 5 downs, and the clock expired on 4th down. The quarterback knelt. They give him an extra down. They kicked the field goal and won the game.
Oh, my goodness, I didn't see that.
It really
Atwood
posed
running for his life right at you there. Throws in the end zone, and it's incomplete.
That was a little good. That was good defense there. One there for FCA did a nice job running the interference and got in the way
Watch
of
this
that.
play stand. Owen's pretty lucky this didn't get picked off, too. He'll be the first to tell you that probably.
Oh, yeah.
Squares, throws.
Yeah, it should have been picked off.
Yeah, that could have been picked off. They had 4 guys down there defending 3.
He was trying to go to Helton on the play.
You know, the thing about Atwood, we probably haven't talked about it enough. He's pretty fearless,
Well,
apparently, when we look at him up here.
He had a problem throwing INTs beginning of the year. He's really settled down
He really
the
has.
last half of the season.
That's a credit
last
to the
2/3
coaching
of the
staff.
season.
That's a credit to he and his coaching staff. Kevin Hansen, the trainer down there, watching this one. 3:07, clock arrested, 14-0. Lions trying to add more. Miller will not
look at
go
that.
down. Miller will not go down. He is inside the 5, down to about the 1-yard line.
Pick up a
Dan, for
6
all
in the
practical purposes, watch this. They should have tackled him way back before he got to the 1.
This is a thing of beauty.
Look at that.
I mean, taking on – you're not going to tackle him high, and look at him just drive through like a John Deere tractor, just grinding it out. Pops will like that talk about John Deere tractor, though.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's going to be third and third and goal. They haven't
And
changed
folks,
the marker over
you're
there.
not going to tackle Hank Miller high and have any success.
Third and goal.
That's where the train – he used to drag – in the summer, drag tire tractors, hook the chains, and drag them up and down the farm.
Yeah, I've seen that on the movies, and you see get it.
He legitimately – and that's where the train comes in.
And Rose Haynes says that Jeremy Rasnick can hook us up on drones. Here's the pitch to Miller. That's an outstanding defensive play.
Yep.
Great play there.
Number 11.
And that's going to be a tackle by Hudson Follis. That's a tremendous defensive play.
Great effort there.
Well, it's 4th.
Oh, we could have cut that one in.
Zach O'Kelly's watching down at Pulaski. He says a club cadet is just as good.
That's what I got.
I talked to Zach on the way from McKenzie back home to Jackson tonight.
See, I have a club cadet because Daddy
SID of the year, by the way, the Southern States. How about that?
Who?
Congratulations. Zach O'Kelly.
Zacko?
Yeah, I remember Z-Man.
The Zacko.
I talked to him the whole time, and I forgot to tell him that.
Big guy who bowls a lot.
He's a bowler, man. Listen. Atwood drops. Atwood over here, wide open is Reed Williamson. There. Touchdown, Lions, 20-0. And no one celebrating any more than Bill and Carol Williamson and Jerry and June Ballou, grandparents watching tonight from parts unknown.
Well, the masked wrestler there. Here's Williamson says 2 receptions, 5 yards, and a touchdown.
32-yard drive.
This is not going to do our stats any good tonight.
And that was a 2-yard touchdown pass from Atwood to Williamson. He was wide open. They put him in motion, and they just stopped for a second.
There.
Yep. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Folks, it's 1:20 left in the first quarter, and it's 21-0. Lions are owning this game thus far. Back after this.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Diamond Dave, $1.20 to go, and we're already up. Oh, we got blackjack. That's a good
21-0,
thing.
yeah.
Blackjack for TCA. Those rolls have been hot for the Lions at the dice table tonight.
Linda
TCA
and
bets kick off again.
well, the Warrens are watching. Linda and Terry said, hey, we're watching as well. Paige Hayes, Larry Butler back with us. So Reed Williamson's got his own fan club tonight.
Yeah. Tell you what, Milan leads MASC 14-0. MSAE was the 1A state champion last year.
Wandry has it at about the 5 to the 10 to the 15, and the tackling tonight by TCA has been outstanding.
I mean, we are just brutal.
Watch this tackle. It's textbook tackling. Watch this.
It's staying in your lanes, and then everybody's collapsing in as the vice closes in on them, and then you've got nowhere to go. It's what we're doing there is we're starting outside, we're getting those players to funnel, and we're funneling the running back or we're funneling the receiver into a funnel, and he's got nowhere to go because we're collapsing on him.
The theme last night at the banquet again was togetherness, and that time they were together, a pack of lions, a pride of lions in this case. If one guy doesn't get him, there's about 3 more waiting on him. A minute 12, and back in their own, deep in their own territory, and nowhere to go is Wandry.
He was in the initial contact.
Joyce, there is mom and dad right down to my left. His grandmother and granddad.
Yeah.
Jerry and Susan Davis watching tonight.
You can see Jacob Joyce, he read that play perfectly.
Melissa Helton, my good buddy, is down to the right. She's here and watching as well.
Get that. Read that play perfectly.
Perfectly, yeah. The Falcons are being taken apart right now by these Lions. Falcons a good team, though, but right now they're back on their heels. To the right of Tom's this time is Wandry, the running back. Sets a man down in after putting him in motion. They do the old flea flicker, and here's the play, and there's no one there where the pass was thrown.
Yeah, he was under duress, let's just say.
That didn't fool the Lions. Watch this. One of the oldest trick plays in the book.
Almost didn't
get it back to him. And Joe Cole was right in his house.
Joe Cole's going after another play of ribs from last night.
I'm telling you.
Janet
Kaler.
He was aiming right for his cage.
She's in the Bethel Hall of Fame in women's basketball. Our new coach, although she's not new, she's been here at TCA as an assistant, but she's going to be fun. In a couple of weeks, we got basketball, folks. 22.9.
We'll be doing a basketball game on a Tuesday and going to out of town on a Friday.
How about that?
For football.
22.9. 3rd and 12. Deep drop, Toms. Toms will throw it, and it's caught. Nice throw and a nice catch. And a good catch that time. Keeping his focus was Caleb Franklin. That's a good throw, Stan.
12-yard pickup for Franklin. Franklin, 313 yards now for the season.
That is the best positive play they've had tonight, they being the Falcons of FCA.
Yeah, he's got 17 receptions now for 313 yards.
School located on Old Charlotte Road East.
Yeah, they've only got 13 yards of total net offense.
It's going to end the quarter.
And with that, TCA leads 21-0 over the Falcons. We're back after this.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
Well, they are watching us in Presidio, Key West, Florida. Suzanne Atwood and company is watching us. We say hello to her. And we're back for the second quarter. TCA leading 21-0, first and 10, Falcons.
Suzanne Atwood says she's watching Owen and Knox from down in Florida. Hello there, Atwoods. We appreciate you very much. Tom.
Oh, they tried that.
Man,
they tried to
man.
lateral the ball again. It did not work.
My goodness. Going to the trick plays, and they're not working.
No.
And defensively, who's back here in that tackle stand? That's Joyce.
Did you see Joyce broke off and covered the quarterback?
Jacob
Run that
Joyce.
back one more time. That's a great read. That is an excellent read.
Jacob's grandparents again, Jerry and Suzanne.
Left eye and breaks off to cover the quarterback.
Second and 18. Back
Pressure.
to the pocket. Now running out of there is the quarterback, Toms, and
Picks up.
gets a few of the yards back he lost, but not many. It's going to be third down now and about 17 yards. Joyce, one of my favorite numbers of all time, 15. Won by Jeff Shepard.
I was
now
just getting ready to say it must be a UK player. Must have
Reed,
won that.
yeah. It's going to be third and 17, Stan. Scoreboard says third and 19, so we'll go with that.
I believe this. It's close.
Let's call it 18. How about that? We'll just split the difference.
There you
third
go.
and 18. In this political climate world we live in. Here's Tom's. Play fake. Throws. And picked off by Gabe Lee.
Oh!
Gabe Lee picked that thing off at the 48-yard line. What a spectacular. Watch him go in the air and spiral his body toward that ball.
I will tell you a story after this play. But great job picking it off. I had a talk with Gabe at the end of the banquet. I said, now, Gabe, you know you're only 2 interceptions away from tying for the school record. I expect you to get that. And dadgum, he didn't listen, and he went out and got one.
How about that?
Gabe Lee is now 1 interception away from tying Jabril Washington and Hanson for the all-time school lead.
2 of the great players ever here. Jabril, a legend, of course, went on down to Alabama, and he picked up a few rings with Coach Saban, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got some bling.
Yeah.
Had a cup of coffee with the Rams one year. He scored a touchdown, I believe.
48-yard line. They're on 48. Lions have it. Atwood drops. Atwood going for the home run. He's got Lee down there. Can he catch it? Yes. He caught that football and dives his way after being tackled near the 5-yard line, make it the 7-yard line. What a throw, and what even a better catch by the general, Gabe Lee.
52 yards on that reception for the little general, the G-Man, Gabriel Lee, who knows when to listen to his announcers.
No doubt about it. So you're going to take a little credit for that, huh?
Absolutely I am. 'Cause give me a Bible, I'll put my hand on. I did talk to him about that after the game.
7-yard line, first and goal for the Lions. They already lead the game 21-0.
Just call me Coach.
Coach Gerard. Lions are clicking on all. I don't care who they're playing tonight, man. Listen, they're at the top of their game. This is the best half I've seen TCA play. We've had some great halves.
I tell you what, though, last week nothing. That was a great defensive game last week.
Harden's in motion. They use him as a decoy, and Miller is able to scoot his way down to about the 4.
So let's see here. His ball is on the 7.
So it's going to be second and goal
That pick up a 3 on the plays, Hank.
at the 4.
20 yards on 5
Speaking of
carries.
Eli's right down to our left. Stan, there he is, right
Yep.
down to my left.
Well, holler at him, wave at him. We ought to talk to him at halftime.
We can do that. It's going to be
if you
second
get him.
and goal to 4. Atwood wants to throw. Going to run out of there. He's got Helton down there, but missed him. Now pretty good coverage on
Fran
Helton.
Tarkington.
And now here's Atwood. Atwood's going to get in the end zone. He went left, nothing there. So he says, okay, I'll go back this way. Touchdown, Lions.
6 carries, 32 yards for Owen Atwood, the quarterback, his second touchdown of the night. And TCA now leads 27-0.
52-yard drive.
Well, Dave, I had a long talk with the.
You've had a lot of discussions with a lot of people.
I talked with the play-by-play guy from Franklin.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, before the game, and I think he was expecting a little bit of effort out of him. Nice guy he was, though.
Here's Carlson's PAT. He is 4 for 4. 28-0 Lions, 9:05 in the half. Stay with us, back right after this 30.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
We're back. Foundation Bank, H.C. Phillips & Son, City Lumber Company, Premier Dental Center, Mid-Valley Irrigation, Travis Vance with Farm Bureau, Jeremy Rasnick with Tennessee Drone Services, the great folks that make it possible, along with our quarterback club here, one of the great quarterback clubs. I said the state. Let's make it the South. We may even go national here later.
Yeah.
Sports ads at mytcalines.com. If you'd like to advertise on the TCA Sports Network, you can do that at sports ads at mytcalines.com. Stan, Lions making it look easy right now.
And
it will be Carter to kick it off. Here's the kick. Again, that is going to be bringing it back. Not much there again for Wadri. Joe Cole, another tackle.
And we must thank the TCA Booster Club for paying for this broadcast tonight. They paid the rights fee.
They did a great job last night, paying for it tonight. And they are just, again, a tremendous group that loves TCA, loves its legacy, loves its Christian influence that's having all these youngsters.
Well, to be honest, Booster Club tonight, quarterback club last night.
Yeah, quarterback club last night, Booster Club, that's right. I apologize.
Got a lot of clubs.
Well, the Booster Club, boy, coach is not happy at all across the way.
And then right now at this point in time, TCA's clubbering the Falcons.
K.C. Jorgensen came out of there, first-year head coach, and he was animated as he came off that sideline. Yeah, the Booster Club, great job, and we appreciate them doing what they do, and especially tonight. And, of course, quarterback club last night. You and I had a T-shirt last night. Stan,
yeah.
I was going to ask you your thoughts, but pretty overwhelming thoughts right now. The Lions have dominated this thing, and still we have 8:59 left in the first half. They lead 28-0.
And we have to say hello to one of the legendary basketball players in TCA history, TB, Thomas Barnes.
Thomas Barnes.
Checking in tonight.
His lovely mom, Barbara, big supporter of watching us through the years. Stan, you and I have been blessed with cover a lot of great athletes and meet a lot of great parents, and I could name them just over and over and over, all the folks that have meant so much to us and been so supportive of you and I and our efforts through the years. 1st and 10 now, the ball at the 31-yard line. They're on 31. He handed that ball behind his back to the running back, Wadri.
Nothing.
They've
lost a yard.
They've tried everything. Watch this replay. Now watch what he does with the ball this time, Stan. Watch this. Watch. He hands the ball to Wadri behind him. They've done everything. They just can't get anything going against the Lions defense right now.
You mentioned some of the great parents of all time, and none that we miss more than Big Ed Moore.
I saw her the other day at Kroger, and we embraced and hugged each other. Lovely lady, and we both said we'd be praying for each other. We both share something in common, don't we?
Yeah.
33-yard line, pick up of maybe 2 or 3.
Pick up of 2, yep. Yeah, you've both done the thing that we do not want to cover as spouses.
No, exactly right. If you hadn't been there, it'd be great for you hadn't, but it's pretty tough. She and I talked about that a little bit.
Certainly miss seeing them every ball game. I miss A's whistle from the top row of the bleachers just to our left.
Big Ed he's a jewel.
Still is.
3rd down and 8.
He's got a great seat for tonight's ball game.
He along with Peggy, but no doubt about it. 3rd down and 8. It's a long 8. Tom's back in the backfield. Throws. Got to be an open. It's going to be caught. That's the 45-yard line. He really does. That's a great play. He finds slicing his way near midfield. That is complete by Simeon White.
Let's see.
Great pattern. Watch White's pattern here.
Wide open, got behind him.
Yeah. Found the crease, didn't he?
Yep.
And
let's see. That's a 35, 50, 24-yard play. Simeon White.
They throw it out there to White again. White now they got something cooking, some rhythm from the 40-yard line. He scoots his way after the pass reception down to about the 36. Picks up 4, 2nd and 6.
See, the key to that play there, quarterback got rid of the ball quickly. And he had a really nice block by 11 out there on the end of our defensive back.
Tom's high snap, pulls it down, throws quick patterns this time. Stan, they're trying something a lot quicker, getting in that rhythm. Caught this time. Another completion. It's caught this time by Fallas. Atwood brings it down. It's 3rd down and 2, probably 2 down territory. Sam, one thing you have to guard against if you're TCA now, you go up 21-0. It's been a piece of cake to some degree. You can't back off now. Yeah. 3rd down and 2.
Defense needs to tune it up a little bit.
3rd down and 2 with 6:25 left in the half. High snap again. They give it to the running back, and Wandry didn't get anything. He got back to the line of scrimmage. If that, that's it. Lost a yard to the 33. 4th and 3.
He has 5 carries, 0 net yards. They pulled a running back in there. He wished he should have followed him. He followed him and then cut back to the inside, and there was room to the outside.
Well, big play here to try to stay in the game for Franklin Christian. Toms looks, Toms throws, incomplete. Did he come down with it?
Oh, they're saying he caught
it. I thought it was knocked away, but a great leaping catch. Watch this replay on the effort by Hudson Follis. That's a tremendous catch. I thought he dropped it, but he did not.
That's a nice catch.
That's a great catch.
Down to the 5.
They're nice.
How many yards was that?
Well, it was at the 34, 33.
So it's a
28 yards. Yep. Now the Lions stiffen up defensively and stop the run. He's a workhorse for them, isn't he, Stan?
Yep.
Look at this defensive penetration here.
They had no other runner who had 100 yards even.
Yeah, he's rushed for 1,218 coming in tonight.
And this window is so foggy. I can't. I see my own reflection. That's it. Coach P's scratching his head.
Get a little cooler. That's why I wore the long sleeves tonight.
Will you get out there and get a napkin, rub that off a little bit?
Yeah, I'll try to do that at halftime for you. 2nd and goal. Wandry breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. He did a good job avoiding the first initial crunch there.
Joe Cole.
You hear the coaching staff down here as they wrap up. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Had a hand on him in the backfield, didn't they? At the 5-yard line, Scott does a good job with the PA. Phil Reed's got that deep radio voice when he's here.
Justin's spotting for him tonight.
Oh, is he? Justin Miller?
Yeah.
Look at that. You asked for tile, and look at Coach P coming through, showing his versatility.
You know, I bet Coach P pumped some gas back in the day.
Here's the pass, and it's picked off. It's got to be Gabe Lee.
Oh, my.
Lee, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's at the 25-yard line. He's to the 30-yard line, to the 33-yard line.
How deep was he in the end zone?
About 5 yards deep.
5, so that's 35 yards.
That tie the record?
Yes.
Ties the record. Boy, Well,
I didn't think he'd take that. He really took my word to heed.
Sure did. 32-yard line. So about a 37, 38-yard return.
Like Gene Simmons said, hear my word and take heed.
Lee here's to the near side with Harden. That means that Helton and Williamson were going to be far side left. That's your 4 receivers almost every play. 4:09 left in the first half, and right when the Falcons looked like they had something going, the Lion defense stifles them and then comes up with a big interception. In motion, Williamson.
He bobbled that ball a little bit.
They did. They give it to.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at Hammer and Hank. 45-yard line, midfield, and they bulldoze him down. And finally, at about the 45-yard line, a big run there by Hank Miller
18.
from the 32, about a 28-yard run.
Yep, 28 yards for Hammer and Hank.
Well, not quite that far, Stan. I apologize. It's got to be 18 plus about a 24. Let's give him 24.
Okay, I'll do that.
What a generous mood tonight. Well, the Lions have something going in offensively.
I mean, it's not like our stats are official, although I am pretty daggum close a lot
Yeah,
of the
you
time.
are, no doubt.
That's why they call me Dak Stan.
Dak Stan. First, the couple dozen folks, maybe 3 dozen folks across the way haven't had much to cheer about over there on the visitor side. Atwood just carrying that ball like a loaf of bread, now fires, and it's caught. Is that Williamson who caught that ball?
Yes, it is. At
Yeah.
the 33.
He's had a big game tonight.
So the 47.
Do we have a flag? Yeah, I think they have a flag. He may have been over the line of scrimmage.
No, he was not.
Guys, incomplete's what it was.
Oh, can we see that one more time, possibly?
Williamson thought he caught it. He's pretty animated that he caught the ball.
You gotta get in high school. All you have to do is get 1 foot in bounds, just 1 foot. Stick with us, even if it goes. We want to see.
He was pretty close, but you're right. He was not on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's a complete pass.
Looked like
from
to me
from
it
that
was.
angle, it looked complete. His knees were down in bounds.
Well, it's going to be 2nd and goal, or 2nd and 10, I should say, from the 46, trying to get this goal line again. Atwood running. Atwood,
Stop
superb.
and go.
35, yep, like a little
And
water
about-
bug out there.
about
He's not
12
that little.
yards.
He's down to the 34. Got another first down.
44 yards on 7 carries is Owen Atwood. Hank Miller, 44 yards on 6 carries.
I'm trying to think, and I always do this every game, how many mentions Jimmy and Connie Clement would do those first downs now? Remember that?
So we need to talk to them.
Yeah, we got to talk to
You
Jimmy
need-
and Connie.
We need to send you out there.
Yeah, well, I'll go out there, yeah. 1st and 10 at the 34. They did some work for you one time, too, didn't they?
On Felicia's Jeep.
Yeah, I remember that. I got a good memory.
It wouldn't get out of 2nd gear.
That's the story of my life. Here's Atwood to Miller. Miller running that football with
Oh, look at
authority.
that.
He may go in. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Miller!
And he goes over from 34 yards out for the Lions. 44, 54, 64, 74, 78 yards on 7 carries.
As good a run as that was, and it was a great one. I will tell you this, there's some poor tackling, too.
And did you see the way he just ran over that last guy?
Yep, sure did. Cassie Brasher is watching. Saw Cassie last night out at West Jackson. Mitch Sisk, our good buddy, fellow Yankee fan, is watching.
His son, a former great player.
Stan, that is
that
his son, yeah.
No, that is the son.
Jeff Sisk is
Jeff Sisk.
that.
No, I'm sorry, Mitch.
35-0. We'll come back with more hellos, and the Lions are roaring. 35-0 with 2:31 left in the half. This is TCA football. Hannah McEwen
Dress better.
says that she loves the Clements. Frog Andrew Chapman's watching. Says, go Lions. Gail Presley. Cassandra Thomas still with us. She said yes. Gail Presley. Danielle Davis.
Not the Andrew Chapman that used to live in town.
That's right. Justin Bailey. Brad Keltner. How about Brad?
He's out of town somewhere.
A young lady. She's not that old, but I covered her high school career. Melissa George Carson.
If you see him,
One of my
tell him
favorite
he's not going to find Jed Clampett out there.
Kay Ross. Gail Presley. Amy Fisher. Mitch will win it next year. The Yanks are prime, I think, for number 28. Here's the kick and Wandry. Back at about the 10, 15, 20. And on his feet to about the 25-yard lines where I think they're going to stop his forward progress. Yeah. And Kerry Severson says, way to kick the extra point, Ty Carson. He's been perfect. He's hadn't missed one tonight as he stands.
Nope.
35-0. Well, I think obviously we knew coming in tonight, a 2 versus a 4. You knew TCA the way they're playing right now. Winners of 7 in a row, favored. But Stan, I think we're even a little surprised by the 35-0 score. Would you agree?
I absolutely am. I thought we would win, but I did not see the domination that we have had in this game so far.
Matt Baker says, hey, Dave, the Cats are playing tonight. Yeah, they were winning 58-26. Matt at halftime at Rupp. We're going up here pretty soon, my son and I. Here's the throw, and great effort there that time, but incomplete.
He looked over his right shoulder first and had to go back to the left.
December the 5th, Stan. Don't ask me to do anything. I'll be in Nashville in a box, as a matter of fact, watching Gonzaga and the Cats. Dexter, speaking of the Cats, Dexter's a big Cat fan.
Is that state championship game on Saturday?
No, this is during the week.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe I've got the date wrong.
Mitchell leads Peabody 6-3. Poor Joe.
How about that? That's in Memphis, right?
Yeah.
There's Dexter. Dexter was back out, and now our executive producer and director, Jay Cashin's back here with Philip.
Wandry's got some yards.
He
First
does.
down and more.
And yeah, boy, look at him breaking. Hey, he breaks another tackle.
He
Let's
ducked
see if
under
Joe Cole
something.
can catch him. Joe
Look at
Cole
that.
will finally catch him at about the 20-yard line. Wandry wanted a face mask, too. I think he didn't get it, but Joe Cole tracks him down. A great effort by Wandry and a great effort by Cole. Cole closing the gap on him. Look like Stan Gerard when you played.
60 yards in the run.
Stan, he broke a couple of tackles, and that last one he broke, almost broke it all the way for him.
If you really look close, he ducked under the last one.
He did, yes. 1st and 10. Tom's throws. Tom's in the end zone. Touchdown. That is a touchdown. Great effort. Great catch. And it's caught by Hudson Follis on a nice throw. And finally, the folks across the way have something to cheer about, and you can hear them over here.
Look at the fog out there with the headlights of that car going by.
My son drove in from Nashville. He said it was pretty treacherous at times. Had an accident on I-40.
I know, Coach. What are you going to do?
35-6.
Jay's eating food back there.
And that was caught that time by Follis, we mentioned. And the extra point is there. That was knocked through by that Ben Stacy that kicked that. We'll double check that number on you for you. Well, let's take a quick 30. There's number 30. You're right. That's going to be Chapin. Well, let's take a quick 30. 35-7. Lions still lead the game big. Back after this 30 with more TCA football.
And we're back. The food truck has just arrived.
Well, yeah, we have two trucks that help us out here from time to time, the production truck and the food truck. And we have a cowbell.
Well,
Ronnie Barbergarner, I heard enough cowbells a few years ago down at State against Kentucky that lasted me for a lifetime.
Excuse me.
Haven't talked to Rodney lately. He's got to check in with us. Saw the grandsons last night. Here's an onside kick, and it's loose. And
we should have had it.
Franklin Christian says they have it at the 48-yard line. They untangle the bodies here. And they do have it. Recovered, apparently. Let's see who got that. Great onside kick. And the Falcons came up with it.
Can we run that one more time? I want to show you one teaching point.
They begin at the 49-yard line. First and
We
10.
kind of retreat. We didn't. Yeah, we got to attack that better.
Mm-hmm. Actually touched it about when it went about 9 yards, but it was a free ball. Tom's dropped. Tom's rolling right. Tom's will threw it out of bounds on purpose. If he didn't, Lee was there to pick off number 3.
And he was being pursued. To say the quarterback was under a little bit of duress might be an understatement.
Would be an understatement. You're right. We mentioned Jerry and Susan Davis, great friends of ours through the years. Jerry's tuned in tonight. Hello, Jerry. Jerry and I have had some interesting Kentucky and Tennessee discussions through the years.
How about them Hoosiers?
Yeah, the Hoosiers are, man, they're not just beating people, they're destroying people.
Number 2 in the country, baby.
Second down. They go with the halfback option. It's going to be picked off. Is that Lee again?
Who is that?
No, that is Lee, isn't it? No, that's Helton that picked that off.
That's his 3rd interception of the game. That is his 14th of the season.
Lake picked that thing off, and, man, we had 2 guys right there and waiting on it. Lake's had a great year, hasn't he? He's really been superb this year.
I want to let you know that the TCA band is selling hot chocolate tonight.
Oh, they're selling hot chocolate stand. My goodness. Did you bring any change?
Located in the concession stand.
I knew not to ask you
Justin, we need a couple of bucks.
that. 42-yard line. Who was it that bought our burgers at Greenfield
Justin.
that night? Oh, was that
Hot
was?
dogs.
Yeah, that was Justin. Sure
Listen,
was.
Justin, we need a couple of bucks.
We thought they were free, and then they were going to charge us, and Justin came to. I promise you, Stan and I didn't have one bit of cash on us that
And that's
night.
why we don't play them anymore. They
First-
wouldn't give us a free
That's
burger.
right. We said don't play them. They wouldn't give us a free one. Atwood throws, goes to Lee. Lee catches that football. Now they say it's knocked out of there, and in midair, coming up with it is Franklin Christian, and coming up with that football somehow magically was
Well,
Micah McLean.
Let's see that one again.
Intercepted by Micah McLean.
Lee looked like he had it, and then it jumps up in the air, or pops up in the air, I should say.
40-yard line.
Strange looking play. Gabe looked like he had it.
That was not an interception. That was a catch and a fumble.
Yep, sure was in midair.
And I don't know if he wasn't down. So that's a. Where was that ball caught at?
Caught it about the 40-yard line.
And where was the line of scrimmage at?
Well, it had been at the. I'll have to double check. Here's Tom's. Goes out in the flat and is caught, and then tackled very briefly. And now we're going to get a foul, a personal foul, I think. Didn't mean to do it, but it looked like Joe Cole may have got him by the helmet. I'll say this for Franklin Christian, Stan. Down 35-0. These kids, a credit to them and their staff and their head coach. They have not quit, and they're playing tough right now. They get holding. How about that? It's holding on FCA.
Oh, they got jobbed on that one.
Yeah.
The video doesn't lie. They got jobbed.
They move the ball back to the 48. It'll be first down there. So the spot of the foul is going to be first in about 19 yards. A minute 10. Well, we've been opened up the second half with a running clock a couple of minutes ago, but that's not the case now. It's 35-7. First and 10 at their own, or TCA's 48. Thompson's looked much better this quarter. Running for his life. Doesn't look good that time. It's bingo! Tackling him back there is one, ladies and gentlemen, Kason White. His dad, our cameraman tonight.
Kason White must have worked at a grocery store before, because he stopped by the food bank and learned how to sack the quarterback.
I like to always, you did that on purpose because, you know, I don't like that when he does that.
Sack
The Titan, the former Titan, now Tennessee
Oh,
announcer. Mike,
Helton, no.
second down and a long way. 28 seconds, all that remains. Looked like some movement on the offensive line. Saying we haven't had many flags, have we? Here's the pass. His little bubble screen caught by Wandry. Wandry moving his way to the 45. He's pretty elusive. And then finally, Gabe Lee brings him down with 14 seconds left.
Gabe Lee, you're not going to mess with him too much.
No, it stops the clock at 10.8. They get a lot of the yardage they gave up back, but now it's third down and about, let's see, 5, 10, 15, about 20 yards. I may be generous with that. 10.8. Halftime, we'll have the little guys playing football. Stan's going to do play-by-play tonight.
No, you are.
I'm looking forward to that. That'd
I
be
can't
fun.
see.
So it's going to be third down and about 20.
And I can't move too good, so.
Although it says third and 31. Maybe let me get my math. 5, 10, 15, 20.
10, that's more like
About 25.
24.
Yeah, 24, 25.
25.
Yeah. It's academic right now. Third down and a long way.
I mean, at least I can see shadows out of the windows now.
Yep, you can, yeah. Coach B came to the rescue for you.
Felt like I was back at Oakhaven again.
Hot chocolate being sold by the cheerleaders tonight. My goodness, we need some of that. Back, Tom's rolling right. They come with that bubble screen again. And this young man has been pretty active. He caught the football, that being Caleb Franklin. And he moves down inside the 45 to about the 41. It's 1.5 seconds left now. And it's going to be fourth and about 9, or make it 10, but that's really academic. You've got one shot at it. FCA calls a timeout. We'll take one as well. 30. 35-7. Lions lead big. Back after this.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call. And we're back.
Here's Tom's throwing the home run ball, and it's going to be incomplete. And that's going to end your first half. Your score at the break. There's the lovely Tori Robertson right down there below us. She and Annie Payne doing a great job in an interview I saw on social media the other day. Well, right now we love what we have seen here. 35-7 Lions lead big. 2-minute break. We'll come back. Stats, analysis, more scores, and we'll watch the little guys.
Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And we're at the half. TCA leads the FCA Falcons by a score of 35-7. Here's a look at the stats in the first half unofficially for Franklin Christian. Oh, excuse me. Got to go to the right side of the page. For Franklin Christian, Everett Wandry, 7 carries, 67 yards. And Jace Toms, 3 carries for -5. They've got to 62 yards rushing. Receiving, Follis has 3 for 52, a touchdown. Franklin has 2 for 24, White 1 for 24, and Wandry 1 for 10. That's 114 yards, 176 yards of total offense for Franklin Christian. For TCA, Williamson -2, Harden 1 rush 43, Atwood 7 rushes for 44 and a couple of scores. Hammer and Hank Miller 78 yards and 2 scores. I went ahead and gave Gabe Lee a 52-yard reception. That looked like a fumble to me. That was not an interception.
I think you're right.
So he's got 1 reception for 52, and Williamson 2 receptions for 5 yards and a touchdown. TCA with 61 yards passing, 153 rushing, unofficially 204 yards for TCA, and 176 for Franklin Christian. The score not nearly as close as the stats would say, so to speak. Diamond, you got a scoring summary for us?
Yeah, we're going to first take you down to the field. You'll see some plays down there with the little guys and gals. Here's a snap to the quarterback. He's going to do a little looked like a jet sweep at that time. And then you swing over to watch the folks down to our left in the shotgun. The quarterback, a nice throw. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Had it right on the money, but just couldn't hold on as the receiver there. Good-looking play, though. Michael Mancini organized this, we're told. That's what Scott said on the PA a moment ago. And Stan, really neat to watch the youngsters. They get a chance to get out there. Moms and dads probably taking a lot of pictures and some videos, those kind of things.
First time they've gotten to play on the big field.
Yeah, that's right. And that's quite a treat for them.
Because they will be playing here in a few years.
All right, now let's give you a little play-by-play of this one. Here's the play down to our left here. Well, a little confusion with the receivers there. Oh, boy, draw play. Look at this. That's going to get some yardage there. 35-yard line, 30, 25. Look at him scoot 20. He may go in. That's going to be a touchdown. Look at that, Stan.
Not too bad.
A draw play.
There's a little trick to doing that, though. You sit there and you run with your hands at your side by the flags and knock the flags away.
All right, we'll go down to this other side now. Here you see now. Here's another touchdown down to our right. Look at that.
He's gone all the way for a score.
We don't have a roster of all the folks, but I wish we did. We'd give them a little love. So some exciting plays. Let's tell you what's happened here with our scoring recap. Jerry Davis, we mentioned, and we have Helen Hunt Payne, Andy Hall. Hello, Andy. You got a message from Andy the other day. Appreciate that. Amy Lawrence watching tonight. Betty Lucky.
He didn't have to ask me for my
Lisa
vote.
David and Larry Bell is all watching as well. Well, here's your scoring recap. 58-yard drive after a short kickoff. TCA took the ball, the initial drive at their 42. Miller at 9:35 had a 1-yard run. Carlson, the PAT, made it 7-0. And then it was the Lions coming right back as a 5-yard run as the Lions went ahead 14-0 by Atwood. That was at the 8:09 mark. 2-yard run by Atwood.
Touchdown Lions on the north end zone.
Oh, how about that? And it was a 14-0 game, then 21-0, the Lions. And that's how we stood at the end of the first quarter. Atwood, the 4-yard run, capping off another drive, made it 27-0. Well, remember, we had the block punt. I go back to that. That was a 5-yard run by Atwood after that block punt. That came at the 8:09 mark of the first stanza. With 1:10 left in the quarter, 2-yard run by Atwood made it 21-0. And then the Lions score again on a 52-yard drive at the 9:05 mark, made it 28-0. Then Miller, a 34-yard run, made it 35-0 after Carlson was perfect in every PAT attempt. And then Follis from Tom's, a pass play that made a great catch, and it made it 35-6. We're 35-7 here at the break. Stan, what do you expect in the second half?
Well, I think there's probably some paint peeling off the walls in the dressing room by
Coach
the
Jorgensen
coaching
was
staff.
not happy. Coach Jorgensen, was he?
No, he was not happy with his team, and we shouldn't be real happy with our defense
Yep.
there at the end a little bit. Some other scores from around. Hey, tell you what, at halftime, this is a ball game. Memphis Business 6, Huntington 12.
How about that?
Munford up 39-0 with the second quarter just underway. South Gibson County leads 7-0. Make that 21-0 in the first quarter. Let's see, Crockett winning 14-12 at Kirby at the half. 24-0 Munford. Greenfield leading by 30-12 score against Oak Haven. Dyer County leads Lakeland 7-0. We'll get some more scores on that game here, I think. Dyer County 49-6. Yeah, that's some more scores at the half. And other scores from around West Tennessee, we'll see here. Milan leading MASE 14-0. McKenzie leads 21-0. Lexington down by 1 to Haywood almost at the half. Other scores. Middle College leads Humboldt 16-0. Well, I could get my dub there. Dyersburg leads Bolton 14-0. Don't have a score in the JCM game. 35-0, Covington leads Wooddale. And let's see, Fairleigh leads JCM 20-0. Melrose over Bolivar 22-0. They've got a lightning delay at Lewis County. Dresden leading 41-0 with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Munford 46-0 at the half. Other scores. We're still looking. Camden, I don't know if that's streamed or not, folks. Why are you asking me these questions?
And Stan gives you the scores. You're watching the little guys and gals out there. They're having a big time. We've seen a couple of big spectacular runs here.
21-0, Henry County leading in the first. Greenfield 30-12, almost halftime. A lot of people asking if certain games are being streamed when they haven't streamed all year. Dyer County 49-6 at the half. Alcoa leading 56-0 over Cherokee in the fourth. Somebody slipped that little news nugget in there. Collierville over White Station, 42-0.
Danielle Davis tells us that Milan scores 17-0 at the half, by the way. Chip Thomas is tuned in. Will Keltner, Helen Wilkerson, Larry Bell, as we mentioned, Lisa David. Yeah, Stan gives you more scores.
Yeah, we'll jump to some other scores here. It's still Jackson Christian still. Oops, nope. I got to fast forward this game a little bit, and we'll get that score. Meanwhile, that updates for me here. It's halftime at Jackson Christian. As soon as there's a little irritating line on there, it's covering up the score, so you can't see it. But we'll go from that one. We'll see if Peabody is leading their game 17-0. That we know to be true. Jackson Christian, that's in commercial right now. We'll get a score on that. They were down 3-0 the last I saw, but quite a bit of time has gone off the clock since then.
Well, let's do this, Stan. Let's take a 2-minute
Sure.
break. That'll get you a chance to draw more scores. As we leave you for a second, you're watching the little guys out there, and they're having a big, big game. And they're playing 15 minutes is something that they'll always remember. Back after this here from TCA. The Lions lead this one 35-7. Stay with us.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard back with you tonight. from Trinity Christian Academy. And Stan, you look at the field, you watch the kids. That haze you see behind them, that's not smoke. That's a little bit of fog in the area, isn't it?
It's getting a little foggy out here.
Be careful out there
Well,
if
you
you're
know,
driving around.
Seeing our colors are purple, it is a purple haze.
Purple haze. You know, I was looking back through
You
some.
can see it on the screen.
Yeah, I was looking back through some Facebook things the other day. One of the memories that pops up, and there was a line out here that we had actually a purple sky. You remember that, Stan?
Oh, yeah.
Across the way there.
We see a lot of those from time to time.
Yep. Well, it's a 35-7 game here. If the Lions can hold on here and win this thing, they would advance. And we'd be back home next week, and we play the winner of the MTCS Chattanooga Grace game.
That'll be Middle Tennessee Christian.
I'm sorry, Middle Tennessee Christian.
That'll be Middle Tennessee Christian winning the game.
Yeah, you think Middle Tennessee will win it? So they'd be here next week. We'd have airtime for you again at 6:30 and kickoff at 7. We're not counting that as an automatic W so far because we do have to play some more football in the second half. But Stan, your thoughts about the first half? And by the way, Philip just sent us a message. I saw the lovely Tori Robertson right below us here, taking her good looks from her mom. She's going to be signing at 9:20. That's open to the public, right, Phil? Okay, I'm going to be out here, try to be out here at 9:20 next Wednesday in the TCA Chapel, and we hope that you can make it out. We're going to try to do that ourselves, but that's at 9:20. Going to Charleston, and going to have a great college career, we think, over there as well. But the Lions getting ready to kick it off here in the second half. We remind you our game being brought to you in part by, well, tonight you have to have funds to do these playoff games. You have to have funds for every game, but the Booster Club.
Yeah.
The TCA Booster Club making the game possible for us tonight. Other partners with us in these efforts are Foundation Bank, our scoreboard sponsor as well, H.C. Phillips & Son, City Lumber Company, Premier Dental Center, Mid-Valley Irrigation, Travis Vance with Farm Bureau. I still got to see Travis pretty soon. Jeremy Rasnick with Tennessee Drone Services. And again, as we always like to tell you when we mention all these great folks that make it possible for us to be here, we just don't show up, folks, and it'd be automatic. We have to have people that underwrite our efforts. Sports ads at mytcalines.com. That's sports ads at mytcalines.com. If you'd like to advertise, this is your opportunity, and we still have some more football to play, and obviously, Stan, some basketball just around the corner. You have other scores.
Coming up, other scores from around West Tennessee. It's Lewis County leading Houston 13-0. It is Camden leading Westmoreland 21-0. Some other scores starting to come in. McKenzie leading Huntland 28-0. No score Waverly and Maplewood. Collierville leading White Station 49-0. Covington leading 20. Don't have a score on that. Dresden leading 41-0 over Middleton.
Let's get another big
By the way, Stan, I want to pass on Hannah McEwen just sent Scott Golden, her dad. Scott, a great friend of ours, said, did you see Lindy down there playing in the white shoes? She has her pink, well, in the white, she has her pink cleats on. So they kids did a great job, didn't they?
Yeah. South Fulton leads Westwood 14-0. Huntington leading 12-6 over Memphis Business. No score on the Brighton game. Some other scores. We'll try and get some other Division II scores here. Scroll down a little bit. Greenfield leading 30-12 over Oak Haven. What if they burned the car over there this year? Let's see. Grace Christian out of Knoxville. Final over St. George's 49-0. Weather delay at Middle Tennessee Christian and Grace Baptist Chattanooga in the first quarter. Silverdale Academy leading Blake's Evangelical Christian Ball Club 35-21. They've been putting some points up.
Yeah, sure have.
They're at Silverdale tonight.
Where's Silverdale located?
That's in the southern part of the state.
Okay.
No report from Providence Academy and DCA yet. Jackson Christian leads 17-6 over Concord Christian. Lausanne leads Davidson Academy 7-6. North Point, no score between North Point and Grace Christian Franklin. Team that we beat by 40 points last year moves up to AA. They're 7-3. Amazing. So let's look at the scoreboard. Yeah,
Well-
Milan leading, Jackson Christian leading, Peabody leading, JCM on the short end of the stick, Greenfield leading, most of our Trenton leading, most of our teams in West Tennessee doing well tonight.
Looks like you're going to have another good night with your pick'em as well. We'll take a
there's one.
minute break. A little housekeeping note for you. Getting a little nippy out here, and let me tell you, if you haven't closed your vents yet, get ready to do that probably Sunday. It's going to get down to 27 Tuesday night and 24 Wednesday. That message brought to you by Stan and Dave's Housekeeping Award Show. Back after this. Stay with us, everybody.
Nobody will give me an award for housekeeping.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
We mentioned Betty Lucky, Lois Ann Franklin, two of our more faithful viewers. John Lewis Coffey always watches, and Ebony Pugh. Hello, Ebony. As the Lions lead the game 35-7, they'll be kicking off here to begin this third quarter. And Stan,
We'll see.
what can we expect here?
We'll be seeing Ebony throw some down here in just a few weeks.
Yeah, sure will be. All right, we get ready for this one to commence in this third stanza.
And no,
Wound up being a better crowd stand. Some of the folks have cleared out over the weather, but for the most part,
it's a late arriving crowd.
Yeah, late arriving crowd.
And they're still playing over in the end zone, I think. And no, that is not a fire. We got fog.
That is fog.
First foggy night in London town.
Most fog I've seen this year. Would you agree? The humidity today.
Watch out, the deer are rung. I saw a deer up through my security camera last week.
I saw that. Yeah. Well, the Lions trying to win their 8th in a row, and they're in pretty good shape to do that if they can just continue to play well in this third stanza. We are awaiting the officials.
Teams are on the field ready. Just play, guys.
Yeah, just go ahead.
We'll call from up here.
Yeah, right. Where are the officials? There they come. They've done a good job tonight. You know, when you officiate a game and you're not really noticed that much, that means you've done a good job.
That means you don't. There was only one call that I would even remotely well, there were 2 calls. They called that one interception. It was actually a fumble recovery, and then another call. It cheated the Falcons when we actually got the face mask. It was clear on right in the middle of the camera.
No one loves to do this anymore, but come on, guys, let's go. I've got 2 basketball stories and a volleyball story to write and a cross-country story to write before I retire tonight.
AI should have that. AI should have that for you.
Because I have to. Well, I have a ghostwriter. Let me put it that way.
Ghost Riders in the sky.
Hova does a good job for me. It will be at the 40-yard line. They'll tee it up. But even then, when you do that, you have to correct things and you have to make sure everything's up to snuff. I have to be back there at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Snuff.
trustees meeting, and
God, are they still having those things?
yeah, I have to go to those things.
They're all mean to you, and then you got to go to those meetings?
No, they're not mean to me. It's just a long day. Here's the kick by the General. And it's fielded at the 10 to the 15 on the fly to the 20. And oh, my, a nice return to the 30. He had a steam that time by Wandry, and he's a good-looking player, Stan.
Yep. Does a nice job.
He does. A workhorse for them, to say the least. He's special teams. He runs the ball a lot. Well, the Lions will send out the defense here. You look out there and see Atwood, and there's Furl Goodwin, Joyce along that front line, Big Boyle. Sam Davis had a nice game. And at the hash mark right,
I'll tell you off air.
and Tom's handed that ball off, and message there. Know what you were laughing about?
No.
Something I said.
Yes.
Okay.
And it wasn't even about an awareness month.
You always like to call me out on things I mispronounce, don't you?
You
I
didn't
could have a field day with you, and I'd let it go.
You didn't pronounce anything wrong. It's just
okay.
the way it came out.
Oh, okay. You,
And it's not fit for air.
I'm gonna have to wash your mouth out or your ears out.
Mom did that with Zest once.
I'll guarantee you. Tom Britt told me one time, the legendary. He's down in Florida right now, my good friend. Tom, I started 1310 WDXI. You don't say 10, you say 10.
Were you spinning those stacks of wax?
But Tom told me one time, said, if you ever make a mistake, just keep going, because most people didn't catch it, and
Except
the
the
other
color
half,
guy.
and the other half doesn't care. So at the 32-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Then
That took 3 seconds off the clock.
You got me doubled over in laughter. Oh boy.
I'm gonna start writing down things you do wrong. How about that? Can we do that? I could write a book.
Will it be the second volume of Blue versus Red?
No, that first volume is still out there. I still have people wanting. I sold 2 this past week.
You still have copies?
I still have copies of them. Yeah, I found another half box.
Autograph copies?
Well, I'll
Will they?
autograph them if the people ask. Yeah. Wasn't that a fun year? 2007. Hard to believe that's 18 years ago. Isn't that amazing?
5,000 people there for that game.
It was about 5,000, and about 3,000 were Union, and about 2,000 Lambeth. What a night.
The night, well.
The night Jackson stood still.
Yeah.
That's the name of the book.
Union, they left with their hair stood up on the back of their neck, so that's for sure.
They won a lot of them, though. Here's.
Oh,
what a tackle.
Oh, my.
What a tackle.
Oh, my, Gabe Lee.
Gabe Lee's had a heck of a game.
This is his most vicious hit of the year.
So where Mark Campbell's retiring, too, Stan.
Yeah.
Mark's done a great job of that, the AD now.
Bam, with the hit.
All started under
Loss
the
of one.
guidance of David Blackstock, the late David Blackstock, great friend of mine. We used to have lunch once a week. When I was at Lambeth, he's at Union. We'd go down to Jason's Deli. He loved the chicken pot pie. Loss of 2, 3rd down to 12. I've been around, Stan, haven't I? Here's Tom's throwing it. Threw that one into the bench.
David Blackstock said something about sometimes he got to climb the flagpole to get the flag down because they forget to, but somebody greased the flagpole. He had to climb up it.
You talk about a jewel of a person.
He told that at the Old Marina one night.
God knew what he was doing. He put him on the earth.
I think that was one of those nights where we were all sitting around waiting for you to die.
Yeah, somebody said, "Who's
Freddie
that
Garrett.
bunch?" Somebody said, "Who's that bunch behind McCullough?" That's his posse. Freddie Garrett said, "They're all waiting for him to die to grab the mic." That is a great story, though. That's a true story.
That's a true story.
And it's going to be a punt here. PCA's already blocked one, gets it away this time, and Lee's going to backtrack. That's a great punt. Takes a great roll, too, and will finally fall down at about and die at about the 13-yard line. Tremendous punt.
56-yard punt.
One of the better punts we've seen this year as far as distance.
That's a field record for the year.
Yep. 10:54 left here in this third standard. We're just underway with TCA leading the game 35-7.
And in case you missed it earlier, Gabe Lee has had 2 interceptions in this game, and with those 2 interceptions, he has tied Joey Hansen and Jabril Washington for the all-time school lead. So the next G-Man interception, he will be the best there's ever been at TCA.
No doubt
in that
about
department.
Been a big night for a lot of folks.
Well,
As
it'd
the
be nice
Lions have played so well, trying to win their 8th in a row.
It'd be nice if Joey or Jabril could be here for that game.
Lovely cheerleaders right below us doing a great job. They were at the banquet last night with us. So the ball at the 14, 1st and 10 there.
Did you see Roadblock wearing that sport jacket?
Oh, he looked nice.
He looked sharp.
He was in front of me in the buffet line. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Here's Atwood dropping in the pocket. He's going to scoot out of there and run the ball. Comes right at us, and they pull him down. There's a flag. They
It's horse collar.
horse collared him. Didn't mean to, but about the 25-yard line, they pulled him down there.
Yeah,
He's going to tack
54.
on more yards.
54.
I was behind Roadblock. His grandmother was with him, and some of the guys were giving him a hard time because he had a jacket on. And his comment to them was, hey, it's a banquet. What's wrong with wearing a jacket to a banquet? I had to wear one to work today.
He is absolutely correct. And I will tell you this, you know, and if you don't know who Roadblock is, we're talking about Micah McCormick, a freshman. And I gave him that nickname, a couple years ago in middle school. Nicest young man as you ever want to meet is Micah McCormick.
Yeah, really nice kid, no doubt about it. I could
And
tell
he's going
that.
to be a fine football player.
And
before it's over and done
you
with.
tell the teammates love him too.
Oh, yeah, he's quite popular amongst his mates.
10:37, something that was never said about Stan and Dave.
I knocked one of my teammates out once in practice.
Doubles each way. Back in the pocket, Atwood. Atwood just waiting, making people miss, making another guy miss. Now throws it across his body. It's going to be caught. Is he inbounds? He is inbounds. Gabe Lee at the 43-yard line. What a play by Atwood. Just improvising superbly. The way Cassie Brasher was last night trying to keep up with her son.
That's only his second reception tonight. He's got 70 yards in receptions.
Your lovely mate, Peggy Curry's watching.
Miss
Hello,
Peggy.
Peggy.
Warner Robins has the night off. They're in the playoffs. They got the night off.
Yeah, she's big. Warner Robins. Who's Georgia got tomorrow?
I don't know.
They played Florida last week and had their hands full.
Warner Robins, the home of Ron Simmons.
There's a play fake, and then they're going to go to Reed Williamson. Williamson is upended back at about the 45. They're going to drop him for about a 2-yard loss. That didn't fool Franklin Christian. Our lovely friend Nikki Castles is tuned in. Hello, Nikki. Haven't seen Nikki lately.
That's a new play, too.
Yeah, we hadn't called that all year, have we?
Nope.
Where they play fake it and then pitch it back?
I think it's more effective when it comes toss pitch to tailback.
Reed wearing Stan Musial's number 6. We mentioned his grandparents, both sets of parents, grandparents watching tonight. Jerry and June
Dave?
Ballou and Bill and Carol Williamson watching.
I got a basketball question or baseball question for you after this play.
Well, you know I'm a baseball expert. 2nd and 12 back at the 45. Here is
He got sacked.
Atwood being sacked, a rare sack.
And that was 52.
Atwood sacked by Elijah Kimbrough.
Elijah Kimbrough.
Phillip has connections. Tori's brought him something to eat back here.
Well,
Hello, Tori. So the ball will be marked back. That's a big loss, Stan. That's one of the best defensive plays they've had tonight, they being
that's
the
a
Falcons.
loss of 10.
So it's 3rd down now and about 19.
So after this play, we'll give you that trivia question.
Okay. I can't wait. 3rd down and 19.
Peggy says, hey, guys.
Yep,
Hey,
sure
Miss
does.
Peggy.
3rd and 19. She hadn't punted all night. 8:39 left.
You know, I got to tell you this, though. You ought to see Miss Peggy polish away a bowl of cottage cheese.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Hand off to Miller. Hank goes far side right and scoots his way inside the 45 and dashes to about the 44.
He's going to pick up 9 on the play.
3rd down and about 11.
Hank's averaging over 10 yards a carry right now. Now, here's the question, Dave.
Sure.
If you got men on 2nd and 3rd
Mm-hmm.
in the bottom of the 9th, and all you need is a single to win the game,
Mm-hmm.
who you want batting for you?
Who do I want batting for me?
Of all the players in baseball history, who would you want to take that swing?
Well, it's almost a gimme question for me, Derek Jeter.
You know what? I'm going to have to disagree with you on that, but there is no right answer, by the
No,
way.
so I know, yeah. Atwood, that's going to be a block in the back. But Atwood's going to get a first down. And they throw the flag. That's a proper call. There was a block in the back right here at about the 46-yard line.
Here's the bottom line, Dave. The answer is Teddy Baseball, and all other answers are incorrect.
Ted Williams?
Teddy Baseball.
Yep.
You can go with Tony Gwynn, Rod Carew.
Tony Gwynn was a great one. You want an average hitter up there more than you want a power hitter. Yep.
Pete Rose, maybe.
Yep.
Donnie Baseball would be a good choice.
Notice he's leaving Toronto.
Donnie could. I didn't know.
He's leaving Toronto. Yeah.
Where's he going?
Not sure. They didn't say. He said he's leaving. Well, after all of that, we've got a player down back here. There wasn't anything malicious by the block. It was just a block in the back, and the young player. Let's say a little prayer for the player from Franklin Christian.
I mean, it's going dark again on me, but.
Yep.
I tell you, Donnie Baseball, he still takes batting practice 3 times a week.
Yeah, Presley says Georgia plays those Bulldogs, Mississippi State. I think that game's in Starkville, too, I think. Jackie Lucas, our great friends down in Fed Academy are watching. We'll see them, hopefully. And her granddaughter and grandson, 2 of my favorite players of all time.
They like us down.
Her mom was a great player.
And we like the folks
or
at
her
Fayette
daughter,
Academy, too.
their mom, huh?
They like us at Fayette Academy. We
Yeah,
like
they
them,
do.
too.
Coach Bradford, we look forward to seeing him. He's the AD there, too, isn't he?
No, he's not.
He's not. I thought he was the AD.
He is the girls' basketball coach, and he also coaches
golf. That's right. Well, luckily and fortunately, we're blessed that Hudson Follis is up and walking off on his own power. Well, the first down was by.
And Follis had 52 yards in receiving in the first half of 4:28-20.
Coach Bowling's out there getting an explanation. Last night.
Penalty was holding on the offense.
Is that our first penalty of the night, Dave?
Beth Culpepper did a great job. She emceed a little bit last night along with Justin and others, but she had a bunch of questions for Coach Bowling at the banquet last night.
Yeah, that was good.
That was well orchestrated. Beth did a great job with that.
How about that introduction Coach Bowling got on the fly?
Well, that was on the fly, and you had the prepared introduction for Eli, which was outstanding, and then you did on the fly for
it shows I
Coach
studied
Bowling.
my game report.
Yeah, exactly. Andrea Cleek is watching. We'll see Miss Cleek play basketball, the
There's
Cleek
2
family.
Miss Cleeks.
I know, yeah. That's all the way back to the 46, and that means the Lions will probably punt it here. It's 4th and 21. Well, it doesn't look like anyone's out there to punt it.
Dave, they're going for it.
4th and 21.
And we're going for it.
That's got to be a quick kick, wouldn't you think?
Why not at this point? No, go for it. You're up 35-7. Go for it.
And they're going for it. In the pocket is Atwood. Atwood's going to throw it. It's out to Miller. Miller at the midfield stripe, 45-40. He's not going to get there as they knock him down at about the 38-yard line.
Edwards pass complete to Hank Miller.
Nice tackle
16-yard reception.
by Lennon Russum, who saved the day for the Falcons.
Hank is getting a head of steam going.
I guess that'd be about the equivalent of a short punt, wouldn't it, Stan?
If the manager was your punter.
Yep. Well, ball at the 38, so there they'll take over the Falcons.
If you go on the field and you're going to punt from their 30-yard line, and you tell the kicker, give it all you got, it's probably the manager.
That's a good point.
Boy, it's getting foggier by the minute.
Oh,
this
yeah.
reminds me of the Chicago Bears football game when the fog was rolling off the lake.
Off the lake, yeah.
That lake effect stuff.
7:09. Handoff. No, it's going to be Tom's keeping it. Tom's going to throw it, and it's not going to be close. Pressure that time by the Lions, and bringing the pressure right in his face was Jacob Joyce.
You know, this is the month that the Gales of November turn early, too.
Sure is. 35-7, 7:01 left in the third. The Lions led 35-0, 21-0 at the end of one, 35-0 at halftime, or 35-7. They scored late.
You know,
We never did get a hot chocolate, did we?
They were only 15 miles away from safety in a harbor.
Yep. So 38-yard line, it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Never thought you'd learn something tonight, did you?
No, I didn't.
50.
Never know when you listen to us what you learn and then sometimes what you didn't want to learn. 2nd down and 10. 38-yard line. Tom's rolling, throwing. They set up a screen, and that didn't fool anybody.
Oh.
And I mean, It is Franklin lassoed down.
I
Joyce made a great play.
Well, no, he bulldogged him. Watch this.
Joyce has really progressed into an outstanding player this year.
Loss of 8 yards. 3rd and 18.
He's been studying Hank Miller.
And Jacob is just a sophomore. He's got stardom written all over him.
Now, we've got a senior middle linebacker and 2 sophomore linebackers, and the sophomores are just as good as the senior.
Yeah.
We got, and some of you folks gave me some backlash for saying TCA is playing the best ball of anybody in town. We've also got the best linebacking core in town.
They bring Kendall Boyle out and put an extra defender in the backfield back there in the defensive secondary or linebacker position. Tom's drops, Tom's throws, incomplete, and almost intercepted, and then almost caught. Watch this play.
Pass intended for Follis falls incomplete, broken up by
It's hard to see in the fog.
Reed Williamson broke that up. Reed's had a nice game.
Man, it is just getting foggy out there.
It really is.
And yeah, it looks as bad on the field as it live as it does on the video.
So it's going to be 4th and 18.
We've already had 1 punt block today.
Yep. And here is McLean back there to punt it. Good snap. And another nice punt. Calling for the fair catch is Lee. Under these conditions, probably a nice play there too. Not only executing it well, but thinking about it. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Frank Clampett watching. Holly Adcock
Hello,
watching
Frank.
as well.
Yeah.
Coach Frank.
Always good to see our lovely friend Holly. They're doing a little Van Halen jump.
Peabody leads Mitchell 17-6 in the 3rd quarter.
70 to 6?
17-6.
Oh, 17 to 6. I was going to say, wait a minute.
Easy there, big fella.
Yeah. Melissa Carson back watching us. Tonight's game being brought to you by the Trinity Christian Academy Booster Club in conjunction with Foundation Bank, H.C. Phillips & Sons, City Lumber Company, Premier Dental, Mid-Valley Irrigation, Travis Vance with Farm Bureau, and Jeremy Rasnick with Tennessee Drone Services.
And tonight's ball game brought to you by the TCA Booster Club.
Yeah, I mentioned them when I.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah. You weren't paying attention.
yeah,
you
well-
only pay attention to me when I make mistakes.
Well, I was looking to score. Jackson Christian's having a fight on their hands. It's
Really?
20-13 in the 3rd quarter, 39 seconds
How about that?
against Concord Christian.
Not much on this running play, but a couple of 2 or 3 yards.
It's like a 3.
More than I thought.
Hank Miller on the carry.
Hammer and Hank
About
carried
3.
it. How many yards does Hammer and Hank have right
He's
now?
got 9. He is averaging 10 yards a carry, 9 for 90.
That's pretty stout.
If he can get over the 100-yard mark, I believe it'll be his 3rd time over for the year.
TCA just draining the clock. Clock running with 5:35. The play clock at 24. No hurry here, leading 35-7. Trying to shorten the game a little bit. Reed Williamson's in motion. They give it to Miller again this time. Breaks right
Look
down
out.
the gut. Miller 50. Miller 45. Miller down to about the 41-yard line and jumps right up and says that's a first down, guys and gals.
16 and about, 9?
Hammer and Hank.
25-yard run.
Well,
is over.
Tori came up and brought food to Philip. I think Trace is coming up to get money from Philip. Let's see if that's the case. There he is. Yeah.
Probably the case.
Hey, Dad, you got about 5 you can give me. Look at him back here working his dad. 35-7.
He goes, I didn't cut any lawns today. It was too wet.
Yeah, Hammer and Hank, boy, he's exploded tonight at times,
Yeah.
hasn't he?
Hank is the prototypical high school football player.
1st and 10. Here is Miller
Looky,
again.
looky.
Miller breaks
Oh!
a tackle, breaks another, knocks the guy. He became the punisher and gets all the way down to about the 23-yard line. My goodness. Watch this play,
About a
folks. Watch
20-yard
what he
pickup.
does here.
Watch this. Mace's one, trucking to the doo-dah.
My goodness, yeah.
Trucking until your chips are cashed in.
That's enough. 35-7. 4:30 left here.
He trucked it for sure.
He sure did. Boy, he's got some power behind him. You know, and he's quicker than I think people give him credit for sometimes too, Stan.
Well, and like I said, he gets better as the game goes on.
He does. He's in the pistol behind Atwood again. Reed Williamson in motion. Atwood keeps it this time. Play faked it to Miller and then gets down to about the 21.
So I can't see how close are we to first down. Fog.
He's still about 5 yards away.
Okay.
Now make it 6. He only picked up It's actually almost 7. We're going to call it a short 7, long 6. How about that?
Picked up 2, 3.
Clock running. 3:50 left in the third. TCA leads the game 35-7.
Owen approaching 50 yards.
A lot of folks watching tonight because a lot of people elected not to come out and battle the weather conditions.
George Atwood,
Yep.
the queen of Trinity Christian Academy football, is watching. Dawn Bowling.
Yep. First lady.
The first lay, that's true.
And Atwood ran it this time and then slips to the turf. Gets up a little gingerly, but he's okay, George.
Queens run the country, so or can run a country.
The drum corps doing a good job.
Yeah, did he have foot catching that grass a little bit?
I think he did. It scared me a little bit, to be honest with you.
Field's obviously not dry. It took some water today, but not much.
Credit to Justin Miller. This field has held up really well. You wouldn't think it would hold up as much as it is, but if you know Justin, know what a great job they've done out here, you know that.
Somebody's going to pick up the mantle. The turf wizard is retiring this year.
And Coach Bowling was concerned about that in his pregame interview with Stan. They give it again. This time, no. He's going to be Atwood pitching it. And Atwood he fakes the pitch to Williamson and then goes right in and scores. Touchdown, Lions, from 21 yards out.
And that is his third touchdown tonight. 68 yards on 11 carries, by the way.
(41-7). And Carlson, who's been perfect, knock on wood again. Atwood the holder after the score.
Dave, we've got 246 yards of rushing offense in this game. Pretty stout.
Really impressive. High snap, and it goes through the hands of Atwood. And FCA will try to pick it up and cannot. Well, it remains a 41-7 game.
The record for the year was 7 PATs in a row. It won't be 8.
No doubt about it. Quick break, 41-7, 2:30 left in the third. Lions leading and leading big. Stay with us.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
We're back. Diamond Dave along with Stan Gerard. Coach P, Philip Robertson. He's a mean mowing guy, folks. 41-7. He can do it. Tori will have the signing. What day was that again? Wednesday, you said?
9:20.
And we are looking forward to Tori Robertson signing her college commitment.
Yeah, the fourth quarter is a minute and a half underway, and it's still 20-13. Jackson Christian with the lead. And Jackson Christian's getting ready to punt the football.
Well, Wanda just waited on that thing for a while, picked up at the 1 yard line, and he'll wander his way out to about the 10. He thought that thing was going to go in the end zone, and it did not. It died, and he had the presence of mind to pick it up and bring it back out there. But not good field position, which they have not really enjoyed many times all night, being FCA. They put it at the 9, actually.
They struggle a lot.
I mean, 1st and 10th and 9. Now, that's a great song there.
Can't hear it.
Taking the midnight train.
On that midnight train to Georgia.
No, that's just the lyric of the song.
Oh.
Horns are sounding down to our left. Wandry. Nowhere to go. May have got a yard.
You know, except for that one play where he ran for 60 yards, his longest run tonight was 2 yards.
Yeah, they've had several good passing plays over the middle.
Yeah, and the architect behind a couple of those is on the bench, injured.
Well, they moved. They didn't even give him a yard, about a half yard. Second down, let's call it 10, a minute 16, clock running here in the third. The Lions scooted out of the gate, led quickly, just looked sharp as attack. Here's the ball. It's picked off. He's got the new record. That's going to be the interception record
How
at
long
TCA.
was that?
That is a 19-yard, make it about a 20-yard return. Gabe Lee, his third interception of the night. And he, ladies and gentlemen, is your new leader in interceptions, career interceptions here at TCA. 47-7. Stan, like a guy just waiting in the wings and weeds, he caught it.
That gives him
19 on the year, and it's going to be
Give me
Carlson.
a second, I'll tell you.
Carlson's going to try this PAT. It's 47-7. It's up, and it is good. 48-7. Lee's interception of 20 yards coming at the 15-second mark, and the Lions own this game, 48-7. Back after this. Stay with us, everybody.
That's
I'm
his
Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Well, we have a new record setter. As Stan Gerard will have all the updates. He's been keeping up with that. As Gabe Lee has the new, he's surpassed Jabril Washington and Mr. Hansen.
Joey Hansen, yep.
Joey Hansen, and now what? How many career now? 16?
That is 15.
15.
He's had 3 a night, and he just passed 2 legends.
Here's the kick. Carter, and it's going to be wandering down there at about the 10. And the Lions finally get him down after he comes up to about the 19-yard line. Running clock here in the fourth quarter, and the Lions will send FCA to their season-ending game a year. They'll be 6-5 now in the year. And the Lions will win their 8th in a row and go to 9-2, and we'll do it again next Friday night right here.
Dave, you know, you look at this record book, and we've seen almost every you and I have called the ball games of literally almost every kid that's in the
Yep.
record book.
Sure have. We've been very blessed to do that.
We've seen them all, Dave.
Yep. Toms drops back, throws a screen pass out here at about the 20, actually one of those bubble screens, and
Gets
nowhere to
nothing.
go. He might have picked up 2 yards to the 21. That's it.
Yeah. Who was that, number 2?
Number 2. And number 2, Caleb Franklin. The Lions have owned this thing. They led 21-0 right out of the gate. And that's 48-7 with the clock running under 11 minutes. And Thomas is back on the second down and 7. A little mix-up, tried to hand it off and couldn't, and he's just brought to the ground real emphatically by is that Sam Davis.
Well, the band is going after it tonight, aren't they?
They sure are. That's their way to stay warm right now, too. Well, it's going to be third down. That's a loss of about a yard. It's going to be third down and 7. Or make it 8.
Oh, mercy.
You
What
know,
a
when I
game.
start taking my notes down off the wall here, Stan, you know the game's over.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Toms
like
drops back. Toms throws, and it's caught and dropped.
you're like what's his name with the cigar? Only you peel paper.
Yeah, that's right. Red Auerbach.
Yep.
Had the cigar for years. Alabama does that, and Tennessee does that when they play each other. So it's 48-7. Clock running pretty crisply right now, and they'll have to punt it away. They being Franklin Christian. It's going to be Micah McLean, who's done a pretty good job punting the ball, especially here in this half.
You've got Jackson Christian leading 20-13, and their opponents are driving inside Jackson Christian territory. They're down to the 42,
McLean
looking for a tying score.
got a lot out of that roll. A line drive kind of kicked, sort of a knuckleball, but it rose dead down at about the 43. It's going to be 1st and 10 there for the TCA Lions, leading the game 48-7, under 9 minutes now in this contest. So the Lions will live for another day. They'll be back here next Friday.
And that the Middle Tennessee Christian game is who they were going to play, the winner of that one. And the reason they're going to play Middle Tennessee Christian, their opponent's over for the season. That's why.
So we'd be shocked if it wasn't Middle Tennessee Christian, wouldn't we?
That is correct. Jackson Christian, let's see, 20-13, 5:57 to go, and they must have been turned. Yeah, they turned it over on downs.
New running back in the pistol has the handoff. He's got some. That's going to
Joe
be Cole. Joe Cole back there. Joe Cole's going to score. That's going to be, ladies and gentlemen, a 53-yard run.
No,
Joe Cole broke 57. Joe Cole brought right through there and was never. I don't know that he was ever touched. Let's see the replay. Well, he was there, and he just broke the tackle. Yeah.
There's the future running back at TCA.
Well,
that just probably earned him a little more. Can you imagine putting Cole and Hank in the same backfield, thunder and lightning?
I'm telling you, it'd be something else. It'd be pretty special.
Coach, if you ever want to go to two-back offense, now would be the time.
So, 54-7 your score.
This win, Dave, it's going to send a message back to the middle part of the state.
And in to attempt the PAT will be Mr. Carlson again. And Atwood the holder. They stop the clock at 7:42. The kick is up, and the kid doesn't miss. It's 55-7. We're back after this. 30-second message as TCA wins their 8th in a row, about to do that officially anyway. Leading big here in the Lions lair. Stay with
The
us.
efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
We're back. Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard, Philip Robertson, our producing director. Jay Cashins, our executive producing director. Appreciate all the great things that Jay does. And Philip and all the gang. Bradley White is our cameraman. He's done a super job this year for us. We appreciate him so much. Sometimes on the road he has to climb up on top of the opposing press box. Stan and I would never get up there. So
Not one like we've dealt with in some places.
Lee will kick this thing, and it's going to go. That thing went in the end zone.
Well,
Touchback.
You know, Dave, there's one press box that no other media source in town will climb. The ladder to get up there.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yep.
Remember the old press box, the deer stand we had at Lambeth, and then that little ladder we had to go up top?
That's easier than this one I'm thinking of, though. At least that wasn't bolted straight to the wall. You had an angle on it.
Our hospitality was excellent, though.
Yeah, always had those Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. Miss Peggy always took care of you, didn't she?
And with the waffle fries.
She orchestrated the
and you're driving that brown PT Cruiser.
Yeah, sure were. Yeah, sure was.
I saw one of those in the street last night.
She loved that car. That was her favorite car.
I did think of both of you.
Yep, that was her favorite car. And the tackle in the backfield, loss of about 2 yards on this one.
Loss of 2 yards.
TCA has had an answer for almost every play they've had.
Really? And we haven't given up any long passes. We haven't given up any passes.
Janice Young tuned in saying, "Go Lions."
Dave, we've given up one pass in the second half, right?
That's correct. Davis told us he's coming in. We got to get him off the field. He's going to just barely get off there. He sure did. Pass out in the flat, and
when they do
my
catch
goodness.
one, we're right there.
the Lions had 3 people in the vicinity, and
Comes pass complete to Wandery.
Wandery caught it. Man, he's got nowhere to go.
I mean,
It's a loss of 2
Wandery,
yards.
he has a 10-yard reception and 62 yards rushing.
Yep.
Held way below his. You know, we're playing better. We're playing as good a defense tonight against the rush as we did last week against Rosemark.
I think it's
This
one
is
of
2 games in a row.
it's one of our. I mean, the Lions have just peaked and stayed peaked in the last 8 games.
These 2 games have just been fabulous as far as our defense.
Tom's on a 3rd down and long, drops back, throws a bullet down there, and the ball is going to be incomplete. Good effort, but unable to come up with it is a good receiver for them, Hudson Follis.
Cam Horton on the coverage.
Cam Harden on the coverage.
Fourth down.
Tommy Two-Tone watching the game. Tommy Chapman.
Yep. Be in Melinda, and of course I always work in Reed Rex.
All my friends named Tommy. They're all Tommy Two-Tone.
Oh, really? You know, there's a golfer, Tommy Two Gloves.
You know, Tommy Two-Tone's the guy who did 8-6-7-5-3-0-9.
Lee will stand back about midfield. He's going to call for the fair catch at the 45.
Now you just ignore my singing.
I'm sorry. I did ignore it. 445.
I even worked in the trucking song again this week.
Oh, my goodness, you sure did. Tommy, I hope things are going well over in Haywood County. How'd the Tomcats wind up doing their game, Stan?
They were winning.
I know you picked them earlier, but it was a tight game.
Oh, it's 27-13. Jackson Christian's pulling away late with under 4 minutes to go.
And
They
you
just
figured they
scored.
eventually would in that game.
Yeah, but they've been in a battle tonight. They've been in a real battle. I mean, that's not the same team that we played, and we all know why. But that's been a hard one on. But they're doing what they have to do to win tonight.
Over at Ronnie Fowler Field. They'll make the trip to Middle Tennessee
Yeah,
next
they
week.
get the pleasure of playing Nashville Christian next week.
The great quarterback, one of the best in the nation.
Greg Carter in there at QB. Is that? Yeah.
It is, yes. Hand off Joe Cole again. Joe Cole
look
crashes his way through the line of
Oh, my
scrimmage
God, 11 yards.
and
Look at
moves
that.
all the way down to the 44-yard line.
Gain of 11 yards. And up for TCA, first down.
And the Lions will look like they're going to get some reserves in. They got all the starters out of there.
Joe Cole in 2 rushes has as many yards as Atwood did with 11.
Cole's in the pistol behind.
So Joe Cole's
Carter.
averaging 34 yards a rush.
Davis Tullis got a good hand last night when the players were being introduced. So it's 1st and 10 at the 45.
This is a team, Dave. Everybody likes each other. We've had some teams
Yeah,
that everybody
well-
didn't like each other, but this team, everybody likes each other.
Carter bobbled that ball, then
Oh, he's doing the right
came
thing.
up with it. And he'll be tackled. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, he's going to pick up 1 yard on the play. That could have been disaster, but he did the right thing.
2:58 clock running.
He just bobbled, took the ball, went to an open hole, and he got a good block from somebody back there. I didn't see who it was. It sprung him a little bit, but he made a little something out of nothing. I'll give Mr. Carr some advice. Hand the ball off to 1.
Yep, 2nd down and 9. Just draining the play clock, which is down to 25 now. Lions in no hurry, leading 55-7, 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. Led big at halftime, 35-7. And just got their feet back up under them offensively here in this half, and have exploded now.
Got a lot of the shock troops in the game.
Yep. Carter will do a little pass back to Cole. That took too long to materialize, and they knocked him down for the loss back at about the
Joe did a
48.
nice job just getting that
Sure did,
railing
yeah.
that one in.
Yeah.
See, he needed to come down the line a little bit straight. He started to cut in there, and then went. See, when he started to cut up, and then he took a step to his left, and then made that cut. So what he did is he took some of the distance off of it, but took the angle that you need away.
3rd and 14.
I like to see Carter unload the ball. He's got a great arm.
So the Lions are going to win their 8th in a row to move to 9-2, and the Falcons will drop to 6-5 in their season over here tonight in Jackson.
You know, we got the longest winning streak of any team in town.
Really?
Yep.
Here's a spiral thrown out there, and should have been picked off and this dropped.
Nobody else has won 8 in a row.
That was intended
For Sawyer Lee.
for Sawyer Lee.
Sawyer getting some game time
Yeah.
action. He's chicken fighting going down there a little bit. Oh, I'd like to see a minute, under a minute. Sawyer's probably not going to get a catch.
No. Maybe not. You never know, though. Maybe hear one here. Sawyer wears number 5.
You remember him and his brother Gabe and when they were younger, bringing the toys up in a basket to play during a basketball game?
Back there by the old baseball net. Remember that? One of my favorite.
That used to be the weight room, by the way.
One of my favorite memories about that area is you and I were going to try to bat against Ivy and Ellen one night. We didn't even see the ball, much less swing at it when they had the indoor. Now we get bodies.
That may be only our second penalty tonight.
I think it is.
False start on the Lions.
False start.
And this game is over.
Yeah, this game's over. It's going to wrap it up as we wind it under 10, down to 9, down to 8, down to 7. And this football game spins the Lions back to week 2 of the playoffs next week here, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff. Joshua Dilk, former Lion himself, watching. Gail Presley, Lisa David, and Paige Hayes all tuned in here late. And the Lions win it 55-7. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back. Some stats and scores. We'll set it for next week. This is TCA Football. Stay with us.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard with you. And Stan, the Lions live for another week. They were favored coming in, and they proved they were the better team. Got out of the gate really, really big, and then won the football game 55-7, almost a basketball kind of score on the offensive side. I want to say hello to Michelle Mayer watching tonight. Says, way to go, Lions. Judy Westover says, go Lions as well. Well, Stan, some stats.
Well, the big stat of the night, and we're going to go ahead and give our player the game award out. As soon as we do some electrical engineering here.
There you go. Thank you, Bradley.
Gabe Lee, with 3 interceptions tonight, became the all-time leading interception leader at TCA with 15. He passed Joey Hansen and Jabril Washington, both members of that 2010 club. And Gabriel just passed a couple of living legends. He returned the last one. And how appropriate, the 3rd interception, the one that broke the record, he scored a touchdown on.
Sure did. No doubt about it.
How appropriate. He is our player of the game. No question about it.
No doubt about it.
Defensively, TCA gave up 60 yards rushing tonight, 114 through the air. They gave only 174 yards of total offense tonight. Another phenomenal night. Everett Wandry had 62 yards on 9 carries. Tom's was minus 11. Receiving the ball, they had one little stretch there in the second quarter where they started throwing a few and getting it. Follis ended up having 3 for 52 and a touchdown. Franklin had 3 for 28. White had 1 for 24. Wandry 1 for 10. For TCA, 92 yards passing. That's the first time we've been under 100 yards passing, maybe all year. 308 on the ground. TCA with 400 yards of offense on the nose. It was Hank Miller, 11 carries, 135 yards, and 2 touchdowns. It was Joe Cole, 2 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Owen Atwood, 11 carries, 68 yards, and 3 scores. Harden had 43 yards on 1 run. Passing the ball, Gabe Lee, 2 receptions for 70. Williamson had 2 for 5 and a touchdown. And Hank Miller had 1 for 16. So Hank Miller was at 135, 145. 152 in total offense for Hank Miller, and that's a look at your stats. You want to give the final? You want to give a scoring run?
I gave the entire running score there in the first half. Let's give you quickly though.
In the second half.
In the second half, Atwood a 21-yard run at the 2:30 mark of the third. Then Gabe Lee picked that, or in the third quarter. Then the Gabe Lee interception would set the record. He scooted in from about 25 yards out and went in to score, and it made it 55-7, or actually 48-7. And then Joe Cole had the big run there late in the game, and they went at 55-7. The Lions went, and I close out and say Gail Presley said, "Thanks, Stan and Dave." No, thank you, Gail, and thank all the folks
for listening.
that watch as well. Stan, Lions next week right here.
Yeah, it'll be probably against Middle Tennessee Creek. We're going to try and get you a score on that. Quick run of the statewide, or not statewide scoreboard, but Camden Central was leading Westmoreland in the third quarter, 21-10. Other scores from West Tennessee, it's McKenzie final over Huntland, 42-13. That is a final. It was no storm. Covington's winning their ball game big. It was 48-12 Dresden over Middleton. That's a final. 35-0 Dyer County over Lakeland Prep. No, that's a second quarter score. I'm sorry. Henry County was leading their ball game 50-0 in the third quarter. Huntington 22-12. It's still a ball game in the fourth quarter with just under 6 minutes to go. It's 22-12. Huntington leading Memphis Business. I told you Memphis Business was still for real. Milan, it's a final. They defeat MASE 37-0. South Fulton defeats Westwood 24-6. South Gibson defeated Millington 49-7. Dyersburg over Bolton 42-6. It was fairly, well, that was the first quarter score. Fairleigh was beating Jackson Christian, or JCM, 20-0. In the fourth quarter, 5:30 to go. Lexington leads Haywood 17-16. Interesting score there. Fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go. Crockett County 28, Kirby 26. Melrose was leading Bolivar at halftime, 22-0. It was no score on the Middle College was leading Humboldt. Peabody was leading Mitchell 24-6 at the last score. Munford won over Kenwood 60-14. Greenfield goes into Oak Haven. They win 46-30. In private school scores, Grace Christian Knoxville over St. George's 49-0. It was Middle Tennessee Christian in the third quarter is leading Grace Baptist 41-0. They're in another weather delay there. They may just call that game because of the lopsided score there and give Middle Tennessee Christian. That would not surprise me if they don't do that. No score report on DCA and Providence Academy. Let's see. Jackson Christian is now final 27-13 over Concord Christian. Jackson Christian will play at Nashville Christian next Friday night. It was Davidson Academy losing to Lausanne 28-6 in the fourth quarter. North Point Christian, no score on that game. And, of course, Trinity Christian winning our game here tonight 55-7.
Great job, Stan.
Yep.
And we want to thank Jay Cashin as always. And, of course, Philip Robertson and Bradley White. And also we want to thank the Trinity
TCA,
Christian Academy Booster Club for making the game possible for us to bring you tonight. That's going to wrap it up for us. We'll be back here at 6:30 next Friday night and take on Middle Tennessee Christian. And at 7 o'clock to kick off.
One last thing. Congratulations to the G-Man, the little General Gabriel Lee, the all-time leading person with interceptions with 15. He passes Jabril Washington and Joey Hansen. It is Gabriel Lee, the new king of the hill as far as interceptions goes at TCA. He is our player of the game, and great job by the little General. How appropriate. The one that broke the record, he scores a touchdown on.
That's going to wrap it up for us. God bless you. Have a great weekend and safe weekend, everybody. And be careful out there if you're driving home from any stadium around the area tonight with this fog.
Yeah, be careful.
Well, all the guys we mentioned, God bless you again. Good night, everybody.